that one. Okay. Wait, you can be live on 2 streams at the same time? Is that allowed? Apparently that's allowed on YouTube. Okay, but I am sending you guys the other way. Here we go. Hello! Welcome in again to all the the YouTube bunch. You are now in the Fallout tab. Hopefully, presumably, I hope. welcome. We are going straight into this one. Just gonna update my chat source, and then we'll be good to go. That would explain how Fulma could do 2 streams on 1 account. That makes sense. That makes sense. If you can have 2 streams going at the same time. It's not the tab you're looking for. Then you're stuck in the future. Hey, Zoinkaya, hey. And good morning, Nimby. Good morning. Welcome in. Wait, I already said hello. Hey, good morning again. Welcome back, all the YouTube buns. Hey, Moonboot. Hey. So, for people who are just tuning in, we just spent a lot of time chatting. But now we're gonna, well, we did a vote, and the winner was Fallout. So I'm not sure if we'll actually get around to playing it tonight, because basically everybody told me to check out the manual first, because apparently it's a fun one, because it's like the Vault Dweller Survival Guide, which is like always cool when it's like, you know, in universe kind of documentation. I like when they do that. And I was also told that it's worth reading it before you start making your character. No second bone giving this time. No. If you also win something, you win 2 Vault Dwellers. I have not played any Fallout. That's what it's about, right? I've remained quite unspoiled on this series. Is that good? Well, we'll have to find out. You get 2 Vault Dwellers of your own. And what is the other things they have? A nuclear bomb. 2 Vault Dwellers, a nuclear bomb, and a Pip-Boy. Is that what they call it? I think that's a Pip-Boy. I have to get my day started? No worries. Have a good day. Hey, Yuba, welcome in. Well, I'm gonna die at least once. I probably will. I want to find out. Yeah, you guys get a nuke. You get a nuke. 1 glass of water, 5 radiations, and 1 of those monster things that walk outside. I forgot what they're called. Wonder what we will find. Yeah. If you ask Bethesda, those are the only things that exist in the game, so you're off to a great start. I'm like working off like, you know, pure osmosis and not much else that I know about the series yet. It will be completely new to me. Going to a place of horror and death, to California. Did you watch the Fallout show? I know that Lumi watched it, but she didn't like it as much, so I'm like a little bit nervous about seeing it myself. But I am very curious about the games, so like if I really like the games, maybe I'll check out some of the other stuff related to it too. For a TV show, I really didn't like it. It seems to be very divisive, yeah? Do buns get affected by radiation? I mean, theoretically you could just shapeshift, but maybe your shapeshift will go out of control if you get too affected by radiation. At least it's not Detroit. Is Detroit still a location of Fallout? Or I know it's like a post-nuclear event, right? Like, did they destroy Detroit? California is so occupies 2 layers of hell. And how many of them are radiated? Know some people that got into the games because of the show. I mean, that makes sense, you know. People will pick it up because they like one or the other, I assume. That makes sense. Not in the first several games. Okay, so they haven't destroyed Detroit yet. Maybe that can be our first goal. Can be destroying Detroit. I'm not sure if the game lets it do it. I know you can get a nuke at some point. Do you get to pick where you shoot it? It's not in any of the games, okay? It's not, oh, Detroit is just like that, okay? Well, you know, I feel like I usually bully Australia too much because I'm always dropping my colonies on top of Sydney. So, like, I feel like maybe we need to, like, pick a different target once in a while, you know? Ah, yes, Metally, welcome in, welcome in. It's only mentioned in the in-game magazines. Gotcha, gotcha. Mini nuke, not a big nuke. So like bigger or smaller than a colony? Ah, yes, Starducks, hi. The later ones have mini nukes as weapons. I see, I see. You'd have to play Fallout 76. I probably won't. Not a big. I don't think I'd enjoy it as much. When your hands get better, you can play EDF. Oh, I want to play Earth Defense Force at some point. I wanna. Like, there's a couple of Earth Defense Force games I've been eyeing. The stream has operated 0 days without colony swaps. Force me the dumpster for convicts, don't worry, it doesn't hurt our feelings. It's okay, but I do feel like I've destroyed Sydney so many times now, you know? Hi, Dogs, hey. 67 is a big ask for anyone who isn't seriously Fallout built. Fair play, fair play. Let me find the source for the manual. I'll also go and shuffle myself over here. Hey, there's Mo. Hey. Let the bugs get destroyed. Are we gonna find any big bugs, and are any of them slugs? I guess is the next question. Let me see. Where did I put the source for the Fallout manual? I did like preload it in case I needed it. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay. Ooh. Gotcha. Oh, there we go. Let's make that a little bigger. I do like, from what I've seen so far, like I really like when manuals do this thing where they, try to do the in-universe thing. So rather than just being a plain old manual, like it being a Vault Dweller survival guide, I really love when games do that. Like I like in-universe documents when games go for like that kind of angle, The manual has a recipe for pancakes? Oh man, I only have one hand. I can't cook pancakes right now. Otherwise, I wanted to try the Fallout pancakes. I think I still have the manual around somewhere. Nice. I got a decontamination arc. Ooh, wait. Oh, I mean, it's basically a swimming pool. That's good. It's an amount takes a lot of time and effort. That's fair. Fallout 1 and 2 are one-handed. That's what I heard. It's also why, since it's been on my list for a while, I figured it might be a good one while I only have one hand to play. Can't do one-handed pancakes, skill issue. I guess it means we have to play Spy Fox. We will play Spy Fox at some point, don't worry. Humongous games in general have been on the list for a little while now. Okay, so let's take a look. Nice to see you happy. I feel like it's very cheesy, but I always feel happy when I'm like talking to the buns because it's fun. And it's certainly a very good distraction from having to contain all the bones inside of the cast. I also loved reading old Micropose and Maxis game manuals full of background information, right? Like one of the things I really miss these days about the fact that like nothing has manuals anymore is that like a lot of the times a lot of the like in-game lore I feel like was inside of your manual, right? So like, the background history of like characters or countries and like all that kind of fun stuff. Like you don't get that anymore. Pick my drink, apple and blackcurrant, lime or guava? Apple and blackcurrant. I do think guava is pretty tasty too. I feel happy talking to you too. I get really happy talking with you guys. I've got so much Fallout themed merch. Oh, nice. Now lures inside 30-minute YouTube essays. So many games that like do like, what do you call it? Lore bait? Like the games like YouTube essayist baits. Like, launch a game with like fake background ARG stuff and hope that like some big channels will make 3-hour essays on it so your game goes viral. It's called Darkstalk lore. No, I mean like games like, Five Nights at Ban Ban, games that would not sell otherwise on their quality alone. But only because, like, write some norm, leave holes, hope that other people will fill in the rest. Yeah, I bet Meta would like it, that kind of stuff. I like lots of philosophy about cities in the SimCity 2000 manuals. Yeah, like, I love when they put that kind of thing in. Like, it's just cool. Like, when you know, the developers put a lot of thought into the manual. um, and then you can add the lore they made to the game so they don't have to write it themselves. I do sometimes wonder, like with those kind of games that feel like they were made for clickbait YouTube videos, how much did they actually pre-plan, and like how much do they just like fill in the gaps from like the most popular theory or like the craziest theory that like other people came up with? Like, I sometimes wonder like how many of them are flying by the seat of their pants because they're just trying to get like a new hit out, you know. But you know, that's something we'll never know for sure. What we do have is the Vault Dweller Survival Guide, so let's take a look at that. Notice, this document contains information affecting the national defense of the United States within the meaning of the new amended Espionage Act 50 U.S.C. 31 and 32. Its transmission or revelation of its contents in any manner to an unauthorized person is prohibited by law. Oh. Well then, guess we have to pack it up. You guys aren't allowed to see this. Guess that's for the manual. Wait, you guys are authorized? Are you sure? Pretty sure there are games where they just ran with the theories Spanx came up with. I wouldn't be surprised. Time to go home. I guess we're playing Spy Wolf or whatever. Yeah, we'll just switch to Spy Fox. Haven't even started playing already, breaking the law. How would one survive? You guys might have trouble with the vault dwelling, I think. This document will lose me my Vortex sponsorship. No! I'm gonna go to jail. Breaking the copyright law of the apocalypse. I mean, that's true. I guess, like, if, you know, we have to get into the mindset, right? This is after the world has ended. Who's gonna stop me, huh? Who's gonna get me? It's too late for that. I can break the law as much as I want in the deserted and post-apocalyptic nuclear wastelands. There is no cops here. The NCR is gonna get me? Oh no, is that the wasteland cops? The rat roaches police? Are we too busy fighting over water? It's okay, we'll just live in the ocean. They will have the most water. The best water. Before YouTube gets me. If this is my final stream before the rat roaches kill me in the night, then I've had a good one with you guys, okay? Oh, it's New California Republic. Okay, it's not relevant for this game. Okay, fair play. Me in Apocalypse, break copyright law. Ancients copyright bot 5000 comes to kill me. Avoid protect one pre-war robots and you will be fine. Most people, if not pre-war organization, they might forget the outdated law. Okay. Brotherhood of Steel will feel this guide as a sacred text, so you need cops from them if they find out you have them. Well, you guys aren't gonna snitch, right? You guys aren't gonna, like, tell on me about the fact that I'm sharing the state secrets with you live on stream, right? I would. I'm gonna throw you to the rat roaches. If you sell me out, I'm shutting the vault door. And you're on your own, buddy. You can't come to the Sea Bunny Vault. No more protection. I'm putting a 50k bounty on your head. You have to buy my silence. Your silence is my protection. You'll lose it. I ain't no snitch, that's right. The law does not apply. I'll become the law. That's my new goal. AI director sensing resistance to authority. No! Avoid people in police uniform. Yeah, because they're gonna be scamming you, right? Because there's no police in the wastelands. If it's full of water, I don't think I'd last long in your vault. It's okay. If you don't have bones, you can breathe underwater. This is a simple law of physics. So, you know, if you're gonna snitch, I'm throwing you out of the underwater vault. So let that be a warning to all of you. Let me see. So the rest of the thing, we have the introduction. Welcome to the Vault of the Future, the simulation, Vault Personal, instrumentation, conflict resolution, and appendices. Okay, it seems I think we'll probably have like the lore up front, like all the background world building things, then some tutorial things, then character creation, then interface, combat, and then other stuff. Okay, I love will point out, love the worldwide website part of the manual. Always love when old manuals, like, write it that way. Hi, Frosty, welcome in. Me and a populist activate computer read about the ancient tale of a Nigerian prince looking for help. Well, are you gonna help him? I hear he's very rich. So, let's see. Welcome to the Vault of the Future. Welcome to Vault 13, the latest in a series of public defense works from Vault-Tec, your contractor of choice when it comes to the best in nuclear shelters. We are in the unlucky number. That's unfortunate. I've already got plenty of bad luck this start of the year. Vault-Tec, America's final word in homes. This document, VTB 001, the Vault Dweller Survival Guide, is for the events following a worldwide nuclear war. In the case of a limited-scale nuclear war or other world-ending catastrophe, please refer to the appropriate documentation. See also page 18. Gonna have to cross-reference. I would snitch on Joe. Well, I'll remember that. No, I'm making a note. Everybody who's saying they're gonna snitch on me, don't think I'll forget. End of Vodcast. Limited-scale nuclear war. We have different documents. So there's the Vault Dweller Survival Guide, a bridged version, but we have the full version because it's a big-scale nuclear war. Disease, which is coping with Mr. Virus, good name. Starvation, how to eat rats. I don't need a manual on that. That comes naturally. Flooding, flotation homes and seed weeds. Meteor, how to dodge falling rocks. Document not available this time, will be available the third quarter of 2078. Hi, Mystic. Hi. We've already coped with Mr. Virus. Yeah, I was coping with Mr. Virus quite recently, actually. Don't let what could have happened bother you. We have enough problems to deal with in the here and now. I'm kind of curious about like the other Vault manuals, which obviously weren't made. I kind of want to read the manual for how to eat rat. Rats are just junior bone donors. Instead, Joanna's our new ruler. You can't imprison me in a way that matters. As a Fallout cookbook, does it say how to make the rat stew in the cookbook? You can't eat the rats in Fallout 1? Well, obviously not. It's not a starvation end of world chaos. It's just simple nuclear war. Does Nat need some more glue? The Vault series of survival shelters are designed from the ground up to provide the best chance for a good life following nuclear Armageddon. It is the duty of every American citizen to learn and use the skills necessary for a comfortable Vault life. The best place to start is with a description of your new home. Okay, everybody, I know we just moved to the new palace, but we're gonna have to move again to our lovely new Vault, so everybody pack your bags, get ready. Make sure you don't forget everything, because we're going to move to Vault number 13, the Slug Vault, they started construction in August 2063, ended it in March 2069, so it took 6 years to build. That's actually quite, it depends on the size of the vault, but that's not too long for a good vault, I feel. That's a decent amount of building time. The new palace isn't nuke-proof. I mean, the new palace is on the ocean, but I'm not sure how nuke-proof it is on the ocean. Oh, 1 second, got work message, but I think nothing, no, that's nothing to worry about. The Slug Vault is bones-proof. Can Joe take her Ditto collection? I will be taking my Ditto collection to the new vault. But she was a staple cooking food in London. In America, there are more mole rats than actual rats. I guess in America, you have to eat like raccoons or something, right? Instead of the rats. Speaking of the palace, any date for the new internet? The 14th. The 14th is the date when new internet finally arrives. I thought it was my Teams. Yeah, I'm sorry for like the PTSD alerts for anybody who uses Teams. I don't expect more messages tonight, so I've actually went and muted my work laptop So it shouldn't, like, make anybody panic anymore. But Vatek would cover Joe's insurance if she inserts herself on the way to the slug vault. It's a date with ISP gun. Yeah, though I hope I'll still be able to stream the same night. As long as they don't completely bungle setting up the internet, then hopefully I can still stream the same day. Okay, starting budget. That's 400 billion. Am I reading that right? Numbers? That's 400 billion. That final budget, 645 billion. That's a lot of money. I hope you guys appreciate that I bought this big vault for all of us to live in, okay? That's my little treat for all of you. Total number of occupants, 1,000. Hey, that's enough for all the buns, I'm pretty sure. Buns are, they're pretty squishy, so we can double up a couple of you guys if we squeeze it in. Total duration, 10 years at capacity. I hope that we don't have to live in it for more than a decade then, because especially if we're doubling up on buns, then maybe we'll go through the food kind of quickly. Have to pay 3 rents. Have to pay the rent for Slugvault too. Tips on the top bunk. Yeah, everybody go. I'm gonna open the door, let you guys all loose in the vault. Everybody pick your own bedroom. No fighting, but it is first come, first serve, so you better rush. Japanese credit card is like, I'm tired, boss. Tips on top bunk. Well, go fast, go fast. It's a septuple bunk, so it's 7 layers. So you better start climbing. Pick the bed next to Joanna's. Joanna gets a private room. Oh, hello, welcome in. Number of living quarters, 100. Hot bunking required if at maximum capacity. Some of you guys might have to start hot bunking, it seems. Tips on top bun. A private jail cell. No. Joanna's a private office. Can Joju come too? Joju is also allowed into the vault. I only take bottom bunk if I get a shield for people above peeing in. Please ask, don't pee the bed, okay, buns? Okay, thank you. New Bungeon yet? No, but new Bungeon. Still have to install that. Let's see. So that's the vault stacks. Door thickness, 4 yards steel. Now, I don't think anybody's gonna break through that, but please don't punch the wall, okay? Punch the door. We might need that, intact during the nuclear war. Earth coverage, 3,200,000 tons of soil at 200 feet. That's a lot. That's bigger than the new palace. We're technically upgrading our living quarters here, you guys. That's a lot. Joan gets locked away in isolation. She's not locked away. She'll just get her private room. Like a VIP room is what we call that. Computers control system, the Think Machine. Now that sounds very Hall, like HAL, super evil computer. I'm not sure how I feel about the Think Machine. Like I've seen how computers are in video games. Hey, Darksec, hey. Thinking machine, supercomputer, right? I'm not sure. Primary source power, geothermal, secondary power supply, general atomics, nuclear power, backup system. Okay. That'll keep us our energy good. 3.98 mega kilowatts a day. Okay. Stores, complete construction equipment, agricultural farms, water purification from underground river, defensive weaponry to equip 10 men. Just 10 out of 1,000? You gonna control the whole vault? 1,000 people with just 10 men? That's not enough weapons. Communication, social entertainment files for total duration. Well, yeah, you guys go pick your job. We have construction, farm, water purification. 10 people can be on the fence. Communication and entertainment. Go pick your job. What's used the Maki system from Nerf? Both Mega and Kilo for those watts? I guess so, yeah. I'm actually not sure what MKW is the usual. I guess Mega Kilowatts. Joe can go into the entertainment. Of course. I'll be the head entertainment of the vault. I'll do daily live stream broadcasts to keep the spirits off. Yeah, the nuclear blast nightmare ones. Oh, that actually sounds really scary to go through. It's just 1,000 buns. You can control them with a single flap of the flapper. Can I be on offense? I mean, if we get attacked, you can be on offense of the vault. Lucius, thank you for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. I'll take Tunnel Snake. I believe they will. Joe is smart. He notices 10 weapon bunnies. That's not enough, no. Juna is gonna be the slug bunny queen of the vault. Yeah, I mean, I did pay $645 billion for this vault, so I better be the leader, okay? That's a lot of investment on my part. Since the archaeology position is open, can I be a human breeder? You can't, because there won't be any humans in our vaults. It will just be buns. It will be me, I guess Joanna, and all of you buns. But there won't be any humans, I'm afraid. So I don't think we can open a human farm. Sorry. Can I be a farmer? You can be a farmer. You can be a farmer. Hey, Darksec. Hey, it's okay. We were mostly just talking earlier. Joanna is not a human. No, Joanna is the only human. Joanna is the... No. What I mean is Joanna's the only human. But she can't be part of any farm system. Because that's only for prisoners. That's not for Joanna, okay? You want Joanna share? Go for Squid Game. Honorary non-human. Joanna is the only non-bun that's allowed into the vault. And besides me, of course. Prisoners? I mean, we might have to take prisoners if we get attacked. I'm just thinking ahead, you know? Just in case. We might have to steal some more weaponry. Okay, so let's check the nuclear blast effects. Vault 13 is designed to provide protection from the effects of a nuclear blast. To better understand the protection provided, we have included a section from the High Energy Weapons FAQ that explains how a nuclear blast causes damage. The first thing bomb victims experience is the intense flux of photons from the blast, which release 70 to 80% of the bomb's energy. The effects go up to the 3rd degree thermal burns and not a pretty sight. Initial deaths are due to this effect. Well, it's a good thing we can stay in the vault, so hopefully no bun has to suffer. Found a shotgun? That's a good start, that's a good start. Can we imprison the nuke? We will imprison the nuke that's attacking us. Good thinking there. Hey, Yotokanan. Hi, Luca. Hi. Can I be Joanna's personal butler / maid? You know what? I'll allow it. The next phenomenon is the supersonic blast font. You see it before you hear it. The pressure font has the effect of blowing away anything in its path. After the font comes the overpressure phase. It would feel like being underwater a few hundred meters. At a few thousand meters under the sea, pressurized holes implode. Well, we don't have to worry about that because we're always like hundreds to thousands of meters under the sea. That's pretty normal for us, actually. The pressure gradually dies off and there's a negative overpressure phase with a reverse blast wind. This reversal is due to the air washing back to fill the void left by the explosion. The air gradually returns to normal atmospheric pressure. At this stage, fires caused by the electrical destruction and ignited debris turn the place into a firestorm. Then comes the middle term effects such as keloid formation and retinoblastoma. Genetic or hereditary damage can appear up to 40 years after initial radiation. Okay, so to all the buns, don't get hit, okay? Can I trust you guys to just don't get hit by the nuke? That would really help. If none of you guys could get hit, that would be very good. That would be very good. Okay. Not sure if that's the best way to handle a nuke. I mean, if we just stay in the bunker, we'll be safe. We're parrying a bearable. If you are confident that you can parry the nuke, then that's acceptable. That's acceptable. Unlike Sonic Blast. I didn't know the game was in there. Let's do. Write it down. Please don't get hit. Okay. After or before radiation. If you guys want to take a little sip of the radiation afterwards, I will allow it, but don't get hit by the nuke, okay? It might hurt. It might not be very good for you. People who have nuke landing directly on their heads are not allowed in the vault. Not eat the rats? Oh, you're allowed to eat the rats. Eating the rats is okay, actually. The bunker covers the AoE damage. Yeah, the bunker, I mean, after I paid $645 billion for it, it better cover the blast and the AoE damage. Can I evade one with a perfect dodge wall? I'm gonna say that needs at least 5 coin flips. Turning up heads to dodge to evade it properly. Like in a row. One of the neighbor's pet rats. Well, you're gonna have to go to like civil arbitration for that one. Can we get some sushi in the vault? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Let's have like a nice fish pond where we grow and cultivate the fish, and then we can have our own vault sushi bar with an infinite fish supply. Food or friend, which is the priority? I mean, surely we'll never go hungry. Though we are maybe doubling up on buns in the bunker, so we might have to like expand the fish pond just in case. Okay. Atmospheric effects of the blast. The mushroom clouds. The heat from the fusion and fission instantaneously raises the surrounding air to 10 million degrees Celsius. The superheated air plasma gives up so much light that it looks brighter than the sun, and is visible hundreds of kilometers away. The resultant fireball quickly expands, it is made of hot air, and hence rises at a rate of a few hundred meters per second. After a minute or so, the fireball has risen to a few kilometers and has cooled off to the extent that it no longer radiates. The surrounding cooler air exerts some drag on the rising air, which slows down the outer edges of the cloud. The unimpeded inner portion rises a bit quicker than the outer edges. A vacuum effect occurs when the outer portion occupies the vacuum left by the higher inner portion. The result is a smoke ring. The inner material gradually expands out into the mushroom cloud due to the convection. If the explosion is on the ground, dirt and radioactive debris gets sucked up to the stem which sits below the fireball. Okay, so that is the mushroom cloud. I don't think it's edible, so don't put the mushroom cloud into the pasta, okay? So whichever buns are on cooking duty, no cooking the mushroom clouds. I think that's dangerous. Make sure we have sashimi. Sushi requires agriculture to make the vinegar for the rice. Sashimi is more simple. That's fair, that's fair. I mean, we are gonna have a farm, so we'll have some of the agriculture to make the vinegar and the rice. But sashimi is probably the easier one, yeah? Will this be on the test? Yes, this will definitely be on the test. Too late for having atomic Italian. Okay, I'll eat some of the mushroom clouds, but might be a little spicy. Collisions and ionization of the cloud particles result in the lightning bolts flickering to the ground. Initially, the cloud is an orange-red due to the chemical reaction when the air is heated. When the cloud cools to the air temperature, the water vapors start to condense. The cloud turns from red to white. In the final stage, the cloud can get about 100 kilometers across and 40 kilometers high for a megaton-class explosion. If you see the flash, duck and cover. Okay, everybody take a note. This is the first thing. If you see the flash, get down on the floor. Everybody walk the dinosaur. Okay? Did you take a note? Good, good. It's called radiation poisoning, and I don't know if you can resist it. Technically pierce damage, but I am immune to all poisoning. So surely radiation poisoning too. Okay. Electromagnetic pulse. A nuclear explosion gives off radiation at all wavelengths of light. Some is in the radio radar portion of the spectrum, the EMP effect. The EMP effect increases the higher you go into the atmosphere. High altitude explosions can knock out electronics by introducing a current surge in closed circuits. Metallic objects, electronics, power lines, phone lines, TVs, radios. The damage can be over 1,000 kilometers. So, everybody bring a book, because the internet might go down. So, yeah, bring a book. Your PC probably won't work. The TV probably won't work. You gotta, will your Walkman survive? I'm not sure if your Walkman will survive. I mean, I guess it's not closed circuit. I guess, I don't know though. Like, bring at least one book, okay? Like, and after you finish your book, you can exchange your books with the other buns, and we can set up a book exchange, book library kind of situation. How are we gonna order food? We're gonna have to make it ourselves, so the buns on farm duty, How can I watch VTubers in this dead world? It's okay, I will still be there, and I'll stand on a stage, and just like live do my show. In person in the vault. One book, One Piece. Bring the One Piece manga. You have years of material. I mean, that does mean that you have to arrange that. Because how many volumes are there? Like over 100, right? So like at least 100 buns will have to bring One Piece in that case. I don't know how to read, only write. Well, then you can start writing the books for the other buns. That's actually a good thing. You can be one of our writers. Bring a really good one in case you're going to reread it. That's also true. One piece volume per bun. I feel like we might have to bring some paper so that you guys can write more books for once everybody has read the initial 1,000 books. Basically ordering food from inside the vault unless you go outside. Yeah, we have to, we can set up our own like Uber vaults where we have Uber Eats inside of the vault. So like some of you can be Uber vault drivers if you want to be, but it will have to come from the vault farm / aquarium. I'm breaking my tempo into one extra. You know what? I do want to encourage arts and crafts, creativity within the vault. So all the artists bring your supplies, I guess. We don't want culture to die out while we're in the vault. So it's a very important consideration. We should probably have one computer to award good money for the week with a few hours of emulation gaming. That's hoping that the computer doesn't get affected by the EMP. Okay, a overview of immediate effects. The 3 categories of immediate effects are blast, thermal radiation, heat, and prompt ionizing or nuclear radiation. Their relative importance varies with the yield of the bomb. At Jolie yields, all 3 can be significant sources of injury. With an explosive yield of about 2.5 kilotons, the effects are roughly equal. All are capable of inflicting fatal injuries at a range of 1 kilometer. The fraction of the bomb's yield emitted at thermal radiation, blast, and ionization radiation is essentially constant for all yields, but the way the different energy forms of energy interact with air and targets vary dramatically. Okay. Air is essentially transparent to thermal radiation. The thermal radiation affects exposed surfaces, producing damage by rapid heating. A bomb that is 100 times larger can produce equal thermal radiation intensities over areas 100 times larger. The area of an imaginary sphere centered on an explosion increases with the square of the radius. Thus, the destructive radius increases with the square root of the yield. This is familiar inverse square law of electromagnetic radiation. Actually, the rate of increase is somewhat less, partly due to the fact that the larger bombs emit heat more slowly, which reduces the damage produced by the calorie of the heat. It is important to note that the area subjected to damage by thermal radiation increases almost linearly with its yield. Okay, well that is physics. That is all true. I'm wondering if I need to remember this for the game. It could just be background story, to be fair. We bought all manga and 1 copy of Crime and Punishment. Who bought the Crime and Punishment with them? What we're reading the Fallout manual. Hey, Dennis, hey. Then... Okay. Blast effect is a volume effect. The blast wave deposits energy in the material passes through, including air. When the blast wave passes through the solid material, the energy left behind causes damage. When it passes through air, it simply grows weaker. The more matter the energy travels through, the smaller the effect. The amount of matter increases with the volume of imaginary sphere centered on the explosion. Blast effects thus scale with the inverse cube law, which relates the radius to volume. The intensity of nuclear radiation increases with the inverse square law of thermal radiation. However, nuclear radiation is also strongly absorbed by the air it travels through, which causes the intensity to drop off much rapidly. These scaling laws show that the effects of the thermal radiation grow rapidly with yield relative to blast, while those of radiation rapidly decline. So, in summary, bigger bomb, worse. Okay? So, small bomb, bad. Big bomb, worse. Okay, everybody? Make a note. Bigger the bomb, worse overall effect-wise. Hi, Snow. Hi. More bomb is more bad. We have to remember this because if our vault, maybe it cannot survive if the bomb too big, I guess. Will this be on the test? Yes. More. I'll write a question that's like more bomb is ? And you're gonna have to write more bad. Hi, Regular. Good morning. Are you preparing to make a birdie bomb? No. We're making our Fallout vault shelter. Actually, I should probably update my title. 1 second. That's actually a good point. This is gonna be quite confusing for people who are coming in. Let me find the thingy. There we go. Okay. Does my VHS copy of Battle Royale be helpful in this scenario? I think so. But only if law breaks down within the vault. More bomb is more bad, is more awesome, is more rad. Yeah, Fallout. Now similar payload of smaller bombs disguised as the big one. Oh no! Hi here, Sky. Welcome in. Okay. So in a small nuclear attack, Bomb yield casualties would be seen from all three causes. Burns, including those caused by ensuing firestorm, would be the most prevalent serious injury. 2/3 of those who die the first day would be burn victims. Now, it's a good thing that buns as a whole are water types, so you guys should be at least somewhat resistant to fire types. It should do half damage, but still be careful because it might be a lot of damage nevertheless. And occur at the greatest range. Blast and burn injuries will be found in 60 to 70% of all survivors. People close enough to suffer significant radiation illness will be well inside the lethal effect radius for blast and flash burns. As a result of only 30% of injured survivors would show radiation illness. Many of these people would be sheltered from burns and blasts and thus escape the main effects. Even so, most victims with radiation illness would also have blast injuries and burns as well. Okay. I expect it to be law. I will be the law. Don't you defy me. Maybe if I go into a coma, there might be some bun chaos. Yeah, you guys are 50% to this. I personally take double thermal damage. Well, in that case, try to not get hit by the nuclear bomb, okay? Because, I unfortunately think you guys are probably not immune to radiation damage. So I think you guys have to avoid that. So, even though you take 50% damage from burns, you have to be kind of careful. Use the castle wall as a shield, yeah? Feeling it didn't make yourself. I think this sounds like it's all being researched and is all pretty accurate. Yeah, try to run in a zigzag pattern to duck the nuclear blast. Exactly. Stop, drop, and roll and all that. Till damage on Joe is cooking a C-bomb. Oh, I'm not being cooked, but you guys might be. If you get hit by the nuclear bomb. Run in a serpentine fashion, that's right. With use in the range of hundreds of kilotons or greater, typical for strategic warheads, immediate radiation injury becomes insignificant. Dangerous radiation levels only exist so close to the explosion that surviving the blast is impossible. On the other hand, fatal burns can be affected well beyond the range of substantial blast damage. A 20 megaton bomb can cause potentially fatal third between burns at a range of 40 kilometers, but the blast can do little more than break windows and cause superficial cuts. Okay, so that's a good bomb for us, because that's mostly burn and blast damage, which you guys have resistance to. So if we're gonna be hit by any of them, I guess one of those is better for the buns. Not for most people though. But yeah, this all actually seems very well researched. I'm assuming this was all accurate and up to date for the time when the game came out. Buns are cells in large bodies of water. This can shield the cells from post-detonation fires. Exactly. For radiations, you have to know how to reverse rats. George, I am the law. Exactly. A convenient rule of thumb for estimating the short-term fatalities from all causes due to nuclear attack is to count everyone inside the 5 psi blast overpressure contour around the hypocenter as fatality. In reality, substantial numbers of people inside the contour will survive and substantial numbers outside the contour will die. But the assumption is that these two groups will roughly equal in size and balance out. This completely ignores any possible fallout effects. Of course, because there might be some buns within the contour that have 50% resistance to blast. That makes sense. Overthrow the Jaw Tyrant? We have barely started our shelter. You cannot start an uprising so quickly. Hey, Corby, welcome in. Okay, so those are the immediate effects, but I think the delayed effects might be more of an issue for the buns, like radioactive contamination, because as we all know, buns can get contaminated. The chief delayed effect is the creation of huge amounts of radioactive material with long lifetimes. Half-life ranges from days to millennia. The primary source of these products is the debris left from fission reactions. A potentially significant secondary source is the neutron capture by non-radioactive isotopes both within the bomb and in the outside environment. At least wait a week. Yeah, at least wait a week before you start a revolution. Please. The moment I enter vault, I'm doing everything my power to ensure Joanna's rise to power. Joanna won't be seen much, I think. She'll just do entertainment shows, maybe the Inside the Vault TV broadcast, that kind of stuff. She's quite private, When atoms fission, they can split into 40 different ways, producing a mix of 80 different isotopes. These isotopes vary widely in stability. Some are completely stable, while others undergo radioactive decay with half-lives of fractions of a second. The decayed isotopes may themselves form stable and unstable delta isotopes. The mixture thus quickly becomes even more complex. Some 300 different isotopes of 36 elements have been identified in fission products. Man, I actually feel like I'm learning stuff tonight. Like this feels like I'm in like university again. Short-lived isotopes release their decay energy rapidly, creating intense radiation fields that also decline quickly. Long-lived isotopes release energy over long periods of time, creating radiation that is much less intense but more persistent. Fission products thus initially have very high level of radiation that declines quickly, but as the intensity of radiation drops, so does the rate of decline. Hey Neil, welcome in. The usual rule of thumb is the rule of sevens. This rule states that for every 7-fold increase in time following a fission detonation starting at or after the first hour, the radiation intensity decreases by a factor of 10. Thus after 7 hours, the residual fission radioactivity declines 90% to 1/10 its level after 1 hour. After 7 times 7 hours, 49 hours, approximately 2 days, the level drops again by 90%. After 7 times 2 days, 2 weeks, it drops a further 90% and so on for 14 weeks. The rule is accurate to 25% for the first 2 weeks and is accurate to a factor of 2 for the first 6 months. After 6 months, the rate of decline becomes much more rapid. The rule of sevens corresponds to an approximate t times minus 1.2 scaling relationship. Man, this is gonna be on the exam, you guys. Imagine reading this while your skin is peeling off. Hey, it's important to know the background info, okay? Because, you know, at this point, you know that, like, after so much time, the radiation won't be so bad anymore, you know? So it's good to keep in mind to, you know, think of, like, how the radiation levels will have dropped after a certain period of time when it's, like, safe to leave again. Because as we recall, we can only stay in this vault for 10 years. And then the kill switch goes off and everybody dies. It's part of the vault system. So we do have to go out after after 10 years. You know, that's what I'm getting. So radiation will revert, no problem. These radioactive particles are more hazardous when they settle to the ground as fallout. Hey, that's the name of the game. That's the fallout. Okay. The rate at which fallout settles depends very strongly on the altitude at which the explosion occurs and to a lesser extent on the size of the explosion. Okay, well that's gonna be important because that's the name of the game. Whoa, the credits. If the explosion is a true airburst, the fireball does not touch the ground. When the vaporized radioactive products cool enough to condense and solidify, they will do so to form microscopic particles. These particles are mostly lifted high into the atmosphere by the rising fireball, although significant amounts are deposited in the lower atmosphere by mixing that occurs through the consecutive circulation within the fireball. The larger the explosion, the higher and faster the fallout is lofted, and the smaller the proportion that is deposited into the lower atmosphere. For explosions with use of 100 kilotons or less, the fireball does not rise above the troposphere where the precipitation occurs. All of this fallout would thus be brought to the ground by weather processes within months at most, usually much faster. In the megaton range, the fireball rises so high that it enters the stratosphere. The stratosphere is dry and no weather process exists there to bring the fallout down quickly. Small fallout particles will descend over a period of months or years. Such delayed fallout has lost most of its matter by the time it comes down and will be distributed on a global scale. As yields increase above 100 kiloton, progressively more and more of total fallout is injected into the stratosphere. I see. Okay, let me take a breath. Let me take a sip of my drink. So, the higher the power, the bigger the explosion, the higher it goes into the atmosphere, the further it will spread, but also the longer it will take to do so. Okay. Gotcha. An explosion close to the ground, close enough for the fireball to touch, sucks large amounts of dirt into the fireball. The dirt usually does not vaporize, and if it does, there is so much of it that it forms large particles. The radioactive isotopes are deposited on soil particles, which can fall quickly to the earth. Fallout is deposited over a time span of minutes to days, creating downwind contamination both nearby and thousands of kilometers away. The most intense radiation is created by nearby fallouts because it's more densely deposited and because short-lived isotopes haven't decayed yet. Weather conditions can affect this considerably, of course. In particular, rainfall can rain out fallout to create very intense localized concentrations. Both external exposure to penetrating radiation and internal exposure, ingestion of radioactive material, pose serious health risk. Makes sense, makes sense. Hiya Billy, welcome in. Thank you for bringing the donuts to the shelter. Really appreciate those over here. Nuclear fireworks must be something in this world, right? Explosions close to the ground that do not touch it can still generate substantial hazards immediately below the burst point by neuron activation. Neutrons absorbed by the soil can generate considerable radiation for several hours. Pretty. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. 007 is the reason why they hid in the vaults for 70 years. It could be. That maybe after 70 years it was only then deemed that the outside world was like not too radioactive again, like more habitable, not detrimental to the human body to exit. That could very well be, if that's what happened. The Megaton-class weapons have largely retired, being replaced with smaller yield warheads. The yield of modern strategic warheads is, with few exceptions, now typically in the range of 200 to 750 kilotons. Recent work with sophisticated climate models has shown that this reduction in yield results in a much larger proportion of the fallout being deposited in the lower atmosphere, and a much faster and more intense deposition of the fallout than had been assumed in studies made during the 60s and 70s. The reduction in aggregate strategic arsenal yield that occurred when high-yield weapons were retired in favor of more numerous low-yield weapons has actually increased the fallout risk. Yes, because that's what they said earlier. If it goes high into the stratosphere, then it is delayed and it becomes like progressively reduced in terms of radiation and fallout, even though it spreads further. While if it's lower, it is more intense and causes more fallout. Makes sense. So, in a way, that is a problem. Oh, guys! We finished our exam reading. Okay, I hope you guys took notes because that's gonna be on the test. We just had our first intensive physics course, okay? Now we've got some exciting stuff. Now we've got fun things. The other manuals I want to read. I know they probably didn't publish these, but these look like really fun. Let me zoom in on them a little bit. Like, don't these just look really cool? So we've got a abridged version, which is condensed with just the important information. So that's the same as the one we have, just more condensed. I just got here. Well, you're gonna fail the exam, I'm afraid, Kator. I hope you'll be, able to survive the nuclear winter. Was listening is okay, my family invented radiation. I heard that lead's common material in radiation shielding. Buns could construct a shelter made of lead, yeah. And then we don't have to worry about radiation poisoning. We just have to worry about lead poisoning. Then we have Coping with Mr. Virus, an extended pamphlet for the whole family. Includes the popular How to Burn Deceased Bodies section. But that was only a few weeks ago when I was terribly sick. We could have used the manual back then, but we have no use for it now. What I really want is How to Eat Rat. Like, I want to see the How to Eat Rat manual. Let me zoom in on that a little bit more. Oh, 1 second. Can I? How do I make it? I can't make it much bigger for you guys, unfortunately. Well, How to Eat Rat. 15. What is it? 15. Something recipes. It's hard to read. I wish I could zoom in better. Here's another way I can pass the exam. I'm not the exam keeper. You can't bribe me. Protein guide for the modern sea bunny, yeah? How to Eat Rat. Over 101 recipes from basic meals to a complete set of dishes, all the way from snacks to desserts. Then we have flotation homes and seaweed. Complete survival guide for the ocean bound. More tips, instructions, and plans than you could ever use. Hey! Well, we already live in the ocean, so we don't actually need one of those. We're fine on that. How to dodge falling rocks available. Coming soon, but I'm guessing we had nuclear fallout. Before we had the chance to try it. I'm trying to see if I can zoom in closer, but honestly, I think it's just the quality of the scan. It's just like kinda... Well, the quality of the scan is just like this. I don't think I can read that. The 15-minute recipes in the tasty rodent alakin. It's enough to make Joe drink water. I give Joe sunglasses. That's true. So I guess I'll zoom out again. I wish I could see like the other little jokes that they probably wrote down there, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I think I'd need a higher quality scan of the manual for that. At best you could probably figure it out with enough time, like based off the shapes, but since Julian talks about habitable lands, there's historical records that rehabilitate lands that previously was volcanic bomb test sites. Oh yeah, that's true, that's true. Like slowly but surely, you know, you can reclaim it over time. It just takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. And that's true. Okay, so section 2. Simulation. Simulation. Let's go check it out. Oh. Not that one, this one. Okay, Simtech operations. The Vault-Tec research group has determined that after a long period of security, many Vault dwellers will feel uncomfortable with the idea of returning to the outside world. The Simtech 5000 will provide a safe and reassuring return to life on the outside world. This chapter will give you a pre-walkthrough of the operation of the Simtech 5000. Okay, so this is, I guess, after we've been inside the vault for a while and we want to go back to the surface again. That's fair, you know, it takes a while, you know, after you've been stuck with me in the vault for 100 years. You have to, you know, get used to life on the surface once again. Alice Wong Joyce, and I can't be given sunglasses. Ah, that's a shame. Experienced Vault Dwellers may want to start with the character creation, skip this tutorial chapter. Okay, but this is our first time playing, but we might skim this a bit if it's just obvious PC stuff. Let me see. The character selection screen will appear. For now, keep the personal record of Max Stone displayed. Select take. We'll choose your character. Okay, starting out right outside the vault tower, click the inventory button to open your inventory. Okay, your first action should be equip yourself with ornament. All Vault-Tec prepared vaults come with the latest offensive and defensive equipment. Yeah, but only for 10 people. We better be one of them. My son is one of the preset characters. That makes sense. That makes sense. Like, I know games at the time, like especially with like lots of customization, would often give you presets. So you wouldn't have to worry about it too much yourself. Click inventory, hand cursor allows you to move it. Click and drag the pistol to item 1. Okay, so we're gonna have to click and drag to equip things. Okay. Hex cursor is the movement cursor. Okay, so that's good to know. So the little hexagon is what we move with. Move it where you want, left click to start walking. For now, move it over, okay? Once you're standing next to the computer, right click once. Okay, right clicking changes your cursor. Okay, so we have 3 cursors. And to switch between them, we right click. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. I always explained how far out plays people don't understand. It plays like Photoshop. Hey, I know how to use Photoshop. That's good, that's good. I've been in a bunch so long, I don't know how to survive outside. Well, you better pay attention then, because this is the part that explains how you survive on the outside. Okay, so then using the computer, left click on your character a couple of times will rotate you around. Your facing generally doesn't matter, as your character will turn to face whatever direction is important. For now, right click again to change the cursor back to the movement cursor. Okay. Walk to the right side of the vault door. Do you want version? Nah, it's fine. We'll just keep using this one. Okay. Change converter, left click the computer. So this is kind of just a tutorial for the first part of the game. I'm worried about reading this too closely in case there's spoilers in it. So I'll just like vaguely skim it. It seems like we're gonna have to fight some rats, shoot them with the pistol. Like I can always like pull this up if things are confusing when I start playing the game to like have it on hand, I suppose. This isn't spoilers yet. Okay. So left clicking can shoot things. You can also left click with the brass knuckles to attack with them. You can continue an attack until you run out of attack points. Okay. But that's good because so far it seems we're only using the mouse and not using any keyboard shortcuts, which is good for me, who only has one hand for a little while. If the rat dies, the combat will end. Okay, if the rat lives, it will get an attack. That makes sense. It's, you know, there's 2 states for the rats to be in, which is dead or alive. Makes sense. You notice the rat's turn when the lights on the interface bar turn from green to red. Okay, you guys. We're gonna need an interface bar. And if it turns from green to red, it's the rat's turn. It's not Bun's turn anymore. Bun's turn is only when it's green, okay? So if it becomes red, it's rat's turn. Gotcha? I'll come with this turn-based. Perfect. For lead poisoning, radiation shielding material is not solely relying on lead. Okay, so we won't get too lead poisoned. That's a good sign. We can put radiation lead into our shelter. Once the red is dead, I don't know. I just like the like the quote that is once the red is dead. I kind of want to make. Will you guys forgive me if I'm a little silly? Because I quickly want to make something. Just so we have it on hand, you know? When I broke 2 of my whips, this was the game I played the most while recovering. Fair. If it's red, it's my turn. Green isn't my turn. No, it's the other way around. I'm just gonna open up MS Paint real quick. just real quick with the mouse. I'm getting silly on the paint nets. Yeah, as long as I'm not being goofy. Okay. 1 second. I'm gonna you know, it's very important that we know what's going on. So I'm gonna quickly open up MS Paint because this is key. This is key, you guys. This is very important. Oh, MS Paint doesn't capture white. I forgot it didn't capture white. I'm gonna just open up Psy, I guess, because that captures better. Okay. Okay, there we go. We got Psy. It's silly time. Okay, so we know. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so what we now have learned is that when it's red, it is red turn. Turn of the rat. Blue is my turn? No. Green is your turn. Gonna use the mouse for this. So this is gonna be my best rat I can draw with a mouse. Give me a second. It will come together. It's gonna look great in a second. There we go. Then rats have like a tail. Nice car. It's not a car. It's wait. It needs ears, right? Here, ears. Okay. So that's Sven's Joanna's car. Nice, like Pizza Hut logo. I'm not subliminally messaging you guys to eat Pizza Huts, or am I? It's a car with a power table. And then you should make 2 of those, because one of them is like when the red light is turned off. So there we go. Okay. Here we go. The car is suffering from the roof trauma. It would not work. I'm too full of burger. My subliminal messaging. Now, any subliminal messaging I do would be for burger, obviously. It's a good rat. Okay, and then bun turn is green. So let me mouse 1 bun. Is this too green? This will hurt your eyes, won't it? I'll make it a little bit less bright. Here we go. That's maybe an easier green on the eyes. Okay, so this is gonna be bad. We won't be killing these rats. I mean, we learned rat has 2 stages, which is dead and alive. And we know that it's the red turns when it's red, so... Oh, Master, thank you so much for the resub. Thank you. I have the best accent. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. The white is hurting my eyes more. The white will be gone soon, don't worry. And then, there we go. This is the... Well, it still looks like bun without the swirls, right? Maybe it looks more like bun with the swirls, though. Okay, and then we're gonna make 1 more bun. Light mode. That's just the manual, you guys. It's a frog. No, it's you guys. It's bun. And we're gonna desaturate the bun a little bit. Just gonna desaturate you guys a little bit. There we go. So that's how you know it's not your turn. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly save all of these files individually. Okay, put those together, and we're gonna have a rat bun overlay. So we know when it's your turn and we know when it's Rat's turn, and then things will just be so much easier for all of us to understand, I think. So we've got rat. I can't pronounce that. Okay, rat. Well, my paint in the background is dark red. I personally customized the canvas. Oh, nice. Can we have those as emotes? Sure. I'll upload them as emotes later. Okay, so then have to take this one, put them in there. Okay. Okay, then rat 2. Okay, I'm gonna upload the rats first. Don't worry, this green rat green bun system, it's gonna be really good for when we play Fallout. It will make things a lot easier for everyone. There we go, there we go. Okay, so see, I'm gonna put these. Oh, I want them together. Oh. Can I wait? If I put them in a folder, 1 second. If I add, wait, where do I add the folder again? I know I can make folders. Oh, group. There we go. Okay, and now I can put this up here, and see, I can turn the rat on and off. So back to one of these buns is just a rat in bun skin. Where is yellow? There's no yellow. Okay, now I just gotta do the same for the bun. Easy peasy. Just gotta do the same for the bun. Okay. Here we go. Save green bun. Here we go. Then green bun, but turned off. Okay. Where is it? Here we go. New power. Activate the rat. Okay, green bun 2. Here we go. There we go. What color traffic lights do you have in Japan? Also just red, yellow, green, but you call the green blue. You're supposed to say the owl on the green instead. New power, activate red. Oh, I forgot to save those with transparent background. I have to make sure they're transparent. Oops. Here we go. Okay. Green buns, activate! Okay, there we've got the buns. I'm gonna group those up too. Okay. There we go. And now, I can also turn the bun on and off. So wondering if we got an orange red, my Dutch mode persona. I guess I also follow the bun traffic light. Okay, because this was all part of the tutorial, you guys. So, because as you guys might recall, if we go back to the manual now, here we go. Please don't turn me off. I might have to. I might have to, you know. It's like here at the bottom, if you can see it, you know it's the red turn when the light on the interface bar turns from green to red. So when we've got the red, it's the rat's turn. When it's the green bun, it is our turn. I just realized I didn't really need to have a turned off version. I would have probably just made a green and a red and toggle between them. Turn that burn off. The one that okay, I'll turn the burn off. It's nobody's turn right now. There we go. I'm not sure if this is gonna be useful, but now we have an important part of the interface. I customized my game UI and followed as orange ones. Oh, because comfort the eyes. I mean, and that made you Dutcher. Okay. So the lit flare will be dropped in the flare. Any attacks within the zone of light are easier than in the pure darkness of the cave. Okay, so there are environmental effects we have to account for, to think about. So using flares when it's dark. There's no story spoilers. Okay, good. You might get hurt. If so, you need to heal yourself. Okay. Stim packs will heal your current hit points, but never over maximum. Other method is to rest. Pressing Z, this will display the Pip-Boy clock. I'll have to remember that's our first button. And then there are usually a couple of different ways to perform the major functions. Okay. When you get into the combat, select the pistol, right click. Okay, so this is all explaining how to murder rats, which is important because rat murdering is a big part of the game. Hi Luca, hi again. Fire Winter effects goes on the blue turn. When the blue light blinks, then it's environment's turn. Some areas of a rat are harder to hit. Oh, I have seen that in Fallout. You have to aim for like the limb, right? So I guess I can shoot at the rat foot and see if the rat will go down. Didn't realize the flares were useful until much further. You gotta read the manual. They would have told you. When you're tired of killing rats, you can try sneaking past them. Good sneak will let you avoid the rats. Best is skill decks, click on sneak. You will see it's printed above the interface. As long as you are sneaking, the rats will struggle to see you. You know, I was really good at sneaking in Vampire the Masquerade, so maybe I should become good at sneaking again. Something tells me this game has a lot of rats. You know, we need a rat cookbook. Might be useful if we got like some rats to eat. Do not run. If you run, you cannot sneak. But what if I ran like really sneakily? The other skills in the skill decks can be used. The first aid and doctor skills allow you to heal yourself. Oh, that's good. I like when my characters can heal themselves. Maybe I'll invest into becoming a doctor. Can we afford to go to war with the rats when we are already having the top with snakes? Well, the thing is, we are in a snake war, and by killing the rats, we're cutting off their food supplies. It's the first law of war is to mess with your enemy's logistics. So this is all just part of our war on snakes. No sneak running, no. So medic, first aid. The better you are at performing the skill. Okay, we'll heal damage. We have explored the caverns. Go to the west. Okay. See the light, walk into the light. Go to the world map. World map is how you get around. Click on Vault 15, I guess, to get to your first destination. Okay. Got it. A world is dark to start. As you explore, areas will be revealed. Okay, so we've got like fog of war going on. A green circle on the world map denotes an important area. Vault 13 has a green circle since it's so important. Yeah, that's the Bun Vault. That's where we live. You should stop and explore any other important areas that you come across. Be careful while exploring. If you spend too much time looking for new areas, you could find that the vault has run out of water. Okay. What side are the eels on? My side, actually, because they live underwater. They know better than to ally with the snakes. In my defense, the flares being actually useful was the only thing I hadn't figured out on your own. That's fair. If you like intentionally starving entire opposing parties of war crime? No, that's basic war. When you are doing a siege on the castle, you're not just letting the enemy eat their food. Cutting off the supply is like the first it's the first war. You know, that's how all the warlords used to do it. Like you if you do the siege, you need the enemy to surrender. You're not giving them extra food. You know, that's how you get to the snakes. Okay, so good luck. Vault personnel. Okay, character creation, I think, was this part. They're always allowed to surrender, exactly. Which is why Sun Tzu is a war criminal. Look, the man wrote the book of the art of war. Surely he knew what he was talking about. The key to a successful reintroduction of a civilization following a massive scale nuclear war is people. Yeah, at Vault-Tec, well, it's actually Buns, but, they didn't know that. We haven't come public about that. He's a war artist. Tradition is a classic. Yeah, did I miss much? No. You're not. All the Buns have secured a place in the vault. Don't you worry. Flares are actually useful. You can throw at enemy instead of having a rat with guns aiming at you because you're sticking a torch at yourself. That makes sense. Okay, here at Vault-Tec, we are working to ensure that your fellow man and woman is up to the task of bringing America back from the dead. Characters are the people in the game world. A player character represents you in the game world. We will sometimes refer to a player character as personnel. The terms personnel and player character are interchangeable. Okay, so we are now the personnel, but Buns are people. Nah, Buns are Buns. And personnel. The guy in the menu is supposed to be the cannon protag. Oh, okay. We'll see which one he is. So we're probably gonna make our own character. Buns will vault tech by stacking up each other, pretending to be humans. It's just 5 buns in a trench coat. Other types of characters are called non-player characters or NPCs, so you won't confuse them with you. NPCs can be other vault dwellers, people from other sides vault, and even mutants. Okay. I have to drink something because I started hiccuping halfway through. Need to remember to breathe sometimes. Standard personnel records. Follow comes equipped with 3 pre-made characters for your use and enjoyment. These personnel are prepared for most conditions in the outside world. Okay, more like MBP, not playable bun. Exactly. Okay, figure 3-1, Max Stone. Stone to his friends, Maxwell is the largest person currently living in the vault. He is known for his physical strength and stamina. He would make the ideal volunteer due to his tremendous size and strength. It's unfortunate that his intelligence was affected after birth when the labor bot dropped him on his head. He doesn't care that he might have to leave the vault. Oh man, who snuck these humans into my bun vault? Did some of you guys transform? Natalia. Natalia is the grandchild of a Russian diplomat who worked at the Soviet consulate in Los Angeles. She's a talented acrobat with excellent coordination and reflexes. She's extremely intelligent and resourceful. Her only difficulty as a young child was understanding personal property law. Do you need that in the nuclear wasteland? Wait, that means she's a thief. I got it now. I was slightly delayed, but okay, she has kleptomancy, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Natalia is very interested in leaving the vault and curious to explore the outside world. Hey, welcome in. Max sounds like Twitch buns from with the eye. Don't you start a civil war. Are you saying you're Natalia? Or Albert? In addition to Juna, like Sneak, you can throw a flare, jump into the dark color, and watch rats get bait. Oh, nice. Humans are the slaves of the buns? Yes. I rule this vault with an iron fist. Probably kind of mean that in the vault. Miss Jo, can we have a piano in the vault? Yeah, if you can bring one, but you're gonna have to carry it in. Natalia good at stealing things. I mean, she does seem to, I think that's what they meant. Time for another bun war. Are you I think we're on the 12th bun civil war. Albert is a charismatic leader of a small vocal minority of the vault population that is considering life on the outside world. Dedicated to the role of a negotiator, he is often able to communicate efficiently between different parties. His professional occupation the closest to what once was known as a lawyer. Albert is often able to convince others that his ideas are correct. Okay, so he's like the high charisma kind of guy, big persuasion, big negotiation. Those kind of characters are often kind of fun to play in role-playing games, so maybe I should go with that kind of route. It's fine, we have a good commander, exactly. Dubrovsky is a reference to a Pushkin poem where the main character has become a thief. Ah, I see. So that's why her name is Dubrovsky. I see. Oh, what is Joanna? Good Joe, excellent pick, my favorite game, but I'm dead tired. No worries, sleep tight, Sappho. Have a good rest. The boss will always be there. And tonight we're mostly looking at the manual, so don't you worry. If one bun has 1 charisma, does it stack up when there are several buns in the trench coat? I think you can combine your charisma, yeah? We appreciate the fact that you are reading the Vault Dweller Survival Guide, but would prefer that you use the Fallout interface, so we have implemented a special way of viewing these personal. From the character select view, select modify. Okay. How does legal precedent work in the post-apocalypse? I am judge, jury, and executioner. All on my own. Charisma is not a user stat in Fallout. Good, because I like having extra convo options, like in Vampire, the Masquerade as well when I was playing that. Hey, it does welcome in. Judge, Judy, and Executioner, exactly. What are the red and bun for? Well, it's quite simple. When the red is red, it's the rat's turn. When the bun is green, it's the bun's turn. It's a very easy system. Always is likely a leader of all buns. Max and Natalia become side characters. Oh, I see. Installed on the game where you can help a ghost? I don't know, but no spoilers, okay? I'm judge, jury, and executioner. 5%, 5%, and 90% respectively. Okay, so creating new personnel for maximum enjoyment, a character creation system has been implemented. This will allow you to make a character of your own choice. Following instructions will guide you through the character creation. Okay, I'm just a judge. Then I'm afraid I'll be the jury and executioner. I was afraid to watch licensed game does not hold your hand. That's fair, but don't worry. I'll have the manual by my side. Will canon ending be a spoiler? Yeah. Please don't tell me the ending of the game. Matt versus Bun, not again. No, it's gonna happen. Okay, your character is representative of you in the game world. Your character will follow your commands, perform actions you require. It's up to you to make the character best suit you and suit your style of play. Fortunately, the Fallout Survivor Kits, your happiness is assured. Vault-Tec guarantees it. Guarantee not available in all states or after any of the following: flooding, drought, famine, nuclear war, or other acts of God. That's nice. I like the cheekiness. That's good. But you know, our happiness is assured. Don't worry. Vault-Tec guarantees it. We often refer to you and your character as the same person. That's the beauty of a role-playing game. You are your character. I guess this game is old enough that role-playing games wouldn't be very familiar for some people playing it for the first time. That's a good point. You still have to kind of explain that. Your actions as the player will control the actions and consequences of the little character on the screen. Obviously, we don't condone some of the actions performed in the game as appropriate or even legal action in the real world. It's fine. Don't confuse the two. Yeah. Don't worry about that. I will be the law. Characters are defined by various statistics and skills. During the character creation stage, you will adjust the primary statistics, and in turn, the statistics will determine your skills. If you want to see what it does, click on the item name with your mouse pointer, and a card in the lower right will display the pertinent information. Okay. I'm picturing them two buns fight each other. They run into each other's like pool balls. Kind of accurate. Yeah, just like Pokemon the first movie. Okay. Spend your character. We've got character points, tag skills, traits, age, sex, name, options. Always test the air for radiologicals and viruses. A containment suit is your best friend. I wonder if that's equipment we can get. That would be good. Okay. So, statistics. We've got strength. Raw physical strength. And as we all know, I have a lot of that. The ability to lift weights, have stronger punches, carry more equipment, and use larger weapons. Strong characters will be able to lug around more items, do more damage in combat. If you want to play big physical characters, choose high strength. Though to be fair, you know, unlike real life, I can't max out all of them, so I'll have to pick which ones I want to prioritize. I think maximum age is 99. Let's wait. Does it make you weaker if you pick an age that's too high? If you set your into 1, your speech will not speak coherently. When 2, you can speak to someone with similar challenges. You speak like scholars to each other. That's amazing. You know, considering, you know, I kind of like the Albert thing where like, you can persuade people. I might like invest into like charisma and intelligence. If that like gives me more fun dialogue options, that might be what I go for. Though intelligence 1 honestly sounds kind of funny to play. Perception is the ability to notice things. Combination of your senses affects your range, weapon distance, small details, other sense-related tasks. Perceptive characters will get more information about the world. Okay, that makes sense. Int 1 does have silly things happening. Oh man, that's the thing with like good role-playing games. You want to play them again to see like how it is with other characters, right? I still want to go back to Vampire the Masquerade at some point. What if mass charisma, no int? Can you convince people if you can speak to them? Wait till you see no luck? That's just real life for me. There are temporary int boosters. I see. Let me leave you with 3 tips. Press F1 for help. Don't go for stupid 1 for the first time. Avoid maxing special stats. Don't worry. I will probably I'm probably thinking of going for a charisma character anyway. Endurance, the ability to withstand punishment and physical exertion. High endurance will let you survive the tension. You get it, like punishment at school. Will let you survive and carry on where other weaker people would have to stop. It affects your hit points and your resistances. I see, I see. Will fight longer, be less likely to die. Makes sense, makes sense. I remember when Sips took the intent booster, passed the dialogue, and then the booster ran out. Oh no. That actually kind of sounds really funny though if you hit like something very rare. Later game, one int out of 6 use voice activation check by shouting ice cream. Wait, what? Cloudy, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. That you have your menu video. Took a long time to leave that in. Charisma, combination of looks and charm. We gotta max it out. We gotta force everybody to like us. The higher the convention, the better you are to communicate with people. Highly charismatic characters are more likely to be able to get their ways without resorting to violence. Yeah, and I like when you have fun dialogue options. Better deals with trading. That's who like to talk to people should buy up their charisma. What does it say if you take the first letter of each stat? Special. Oh, that's cute. They lined it up. That's kind of cute. That's kind of cute. If I remember right, the game is full of unique dialogue because you need to treat you like the idiot you are. Everyone is special. Everybody has special stats. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Then intelligence, your mental strength and ability. The higher intelligence, the more skills you excel in, and the more options you will have in dialogue. Okay, so if I want a very persuasive character, what I'm getting is that I have to like up my charisma and like in intelligence a whole bunch. Characters who want a lot of choices should pick higher intelligence. Okay. Did you see the Magnus Arcs has a TRPG? I did. I actually funded it on the Kickstarter, so I'm waiting for the book to arrive. I've been a little bit burnt with like series related TTRPG systems, so I'm not getting my hopes up, but I think it will still be fun to have. Up the charisma and intelligence, that's what I'm thinking. Was this originally intended to use GURPS before something happens? I wouldn't be surprised. GURPS has always been like at least fairly popular in terms of hanging on, so have a ton of fun, of course. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day as well. Or night, I guess. They couldn't get access to the D&D or the GURPS system. I see. Okay, that makes sense. So they had to make their own. Makes sense. I played some fun Fallout TRPGs. Nice. I actually don't know much about the Fallout setting, except from what I've just kind of absorbed from like cultural osmosis. One was Homeread, I don't know the other. The reason I am like a little bit nervous about like TTRPG books, like I bought the SCP one, and it's honestly the worst tabletop game book I own. It's like so incredibly bad in so many ways that I keep my expectations extremely low when people bring out a new system. Then we've got speed and dexterity, physical manipulation. Agility is always nice. It's important to any type of character. Combative characters should have high agility, makes sense. Luck is the odd statistic combination of fate, karma, and in general how the universe views you. Luck will modify many things. All characters benefit from high luck. Okay, maybe I should like, reverse reality and play a character with like really good luck. Maybe that would be a good idea. I actually bought a solo TRPG. Nice. I know the journal ones are pretty popular. I haven't tried any of those yet, but there's some interesting looking ones out there. Okay, all primary statistics have a value. Values from 1 to 10. All characters start with average. You can get 5 character points spent. Spend 1 character point on any 5 statistics. Okay. To help you gauge the value of a statistic, we derived a simple system. 0, very bad. 2, bad. 3, poor. 4, fair. 5, average. 6, good. 7, very good. 8, great. 9, excellent. 10, heroic. Hope that helps from the overseer. Wait, am I not supposed to? I am the overseer. I rule this vault. If you want more character points, you can reduce the statistics below 5. No, the statistic can go below 1. Okay, so that's how you can balance things. If you lower your intelligence below 4, your dialogue will be severely restricted. So they do mention that in the manual. They do say that. You must have spent all your character points before you complete your character. Okay, so you can't just like play a character of like 1 in every stat. You can't just be like an absolute like failure of humanity into the. Okay, okay. I'm judge, jury, and execution, not the overseer. That's fair. That's fair. When you change your primary statistics, note that your derived statistics and skills changed. Okay, okay, so they're based in part on the values of primary statistics. Makes sense. If you want more hit points, more endurance. Okay, okay, so those are connected. That makes sense. High strength, high agility, low dance, low coercion. You're most likely not going to impress someone with your savior fare at a dance, but yep. Okay, okay, okay. That makes sense. We voted for a different one to be overseer. Unbelievable. Already rebelling against me. You can make two-headed can't write or speak. That's very funny though. And might told me about someone that did that in D&D. Just like one, basically like nothing in every stat. I mean, it's possible. If it's gonna be a hard time playing, but I'll be a good overseer. You're the overseer. You're stuck in the dungeon. You gonna overseer everything from the dungeon? Okay, hit coins determine the damage. That's all fairly. Nautical, don't succumb to your long dirt nap. Armor class. Okay, I can see that they were going for GURPS originally. Action points. Okay, that's how many different actions you can take during combat. Cool, cool. Carry weight, equipment you can carry. Okay, average characters can carry 150 pounds. Maybe I do some overseering. Are you guys trying to install democracy in my empire? Unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. You want a democratically elected overseer over here? I can't believe this. In my monarchy? Ayako, I know, welcome in. Can we vote on that? I can't. All the good empires sound like a filthy legionary. I'm the empress, how dare you? Ayako, I know, hi. Did you get an official patch? Not yet, but I will make sure to do so if that's needed to get it to one properly. I vote 20 times for Joanna. Fine, she can be my puppet leader. Yeah, go do it. Go. Vote for Joanna. See how it works out for you, huh? The original plan was to do a straight adaptation of GURPS to a computer game. That's what people were saying, yeah? Can we vote if we should vote for an overseer? Yeah, well, we'll see when Joanna has elected. We'll see. Okay, melee damage resistance. That's all fairly straightforward. Poison resistance. Oh, I have to have high poison resistance because that is canonical. Most people have hardy poison resistance compared to small animals. Poison resistance percentage you deal. Starting poison resistance is equal to endurance times 5. Oh, but I don't know how much I want to invest in endurance though. Everybody's GURPS doesn't have the same wing to it. Yeah, everybody's special. Does sound more fun. Are you not playing it today? Today is probably just gonna be manual study because it's a big manual. I'm sure that by the time I'm done studying the manual, we won't have a lot of time for the game left tonight. So, game will probably be next time. If you vote me for overseer, I'll feed you on Wednesdays. Everybody's already getting fed on Wednesday. Don't believe their lies. Maybe a GURPS alteration was how my friend DM'd the vault. Okay, possible. Okay, so radiation resistance. Radiation is something that many vault towers must be concerned with. Okay, average person is all based on endurance as well. Sequence is order in combat. Oh, it's perception actually. I see. Healing rates. Also endurance. It seems like a lot of them are tied to endurance. At least these ones so far. Don't believe in Anders lies in the vault. Critical chance is luck. Nice. Equal to your luck. Okay, so I guess if your luck is 5, then it's 5% critical chance. Makes sense. Okay, so those are the base ones. I see lots of them tying into endurance, but okay, things to consider. Just might catch a start then, Excelsior and such, of course. And just like with Stark. Oh, Only for the overseer of Vault 11. Don't believe his lies. But yeah, just like with Star Control 2, like, especially with all the games like this, it's definitely worth studying the manual, especially if they went all out on, like, the world building. Now, Lucky Vault 2 can have very funny outcomes. I see. Can you carry over your character between 1 and 2, or are they like different settings? Because if I make a second character for 2, I can do something dramatically different. Would you like to name or link to that badge? Yeah, go ahead. That will be useful. I don't know which Vault 11 is. I don't know anything about the series. No spoiling about Vaults, okay? Different setting, generation later. Okay, so no carrying over the characters. Then we can make different characters. Hey, Pyro, hey. Fail chance means more chance for the bullet to strike the armor cap. Oh, that's nice. Big damage. That's good. Maybe I'll go against Cannon and get big luck. Okay, so we can get 3 skill tags. They define what you're good at, their specializations. Everyone must select 3 of them to specialize in. You cannot leave without selecting 3 of them. Okay. I see. Some skills are automatically used when you do something. Gotcha. There's a popular mod for 3 new faces that lets you play as 1 character. Oh, to take your character over? I see. I prize its writing the most. I've heard really good things about the writing of Fallout. Okay, so skill list, we've got small guns. Pretty straightforward. Big guns. Also pretty straightforward. Big weapons, rockets, flamers, miniguns. Okay. So that's also... Then energy weapons, lasers, plasma weapons. Okay, very straightforward. Unarmed, I'm guessing that's, fighting with your fists and feet. If you're going for some monk gameplay, I guess. And we start with pretty good unarmed skill. Oh, because everybody can understand the basic concept. That makes sense. Speech, skill of dialogue. If I want to go for a charisma character, I guess I should get speech probably. That would make sense. Barter, skill of trading. Okay. I mean, if you want to, it's not important if you're killing everyone, but certainly valuable for non-berserkers. Okay, so if you want to get good deals. No just right guns. No, the girl from the Three Bears story. What's her name? Goldilocks. Goldilocks is not welcome here. There's only big and small. No just right. Flat out ultimate carnage. Is that like another name for like a patch? Do we live in a constitutional monarchy when did it start? No, we live in a dictatorship. I'm your monarch. Don't worry about it. Lasers just feel right. I do like lasers. Lasers are fun. Gambling. Let you play games of chance and win more often. I mean, if you have high luck, right? It could be useful in the game if we gamble, when the world comes to an end, all that's left is a can of soup some dweeb will bet it on a cockroach race. Yeah, so if we win the cockroach race, we have an extra can of soup. Outdoorsman, a skill of outdoor living. Survive with a hostile environment, not many people can do it. That makes sense. I live only by the rules set by the holy Joanna. Yeah, sure. You should do that. She can write some rules for you. Once I've gambled away the vault, we are now 645 billion in debt. Gamble all my bottle caps for Fatman launcher. Nice. That's a good one. I think that's one of the big ones, right? I feel like I've heard of that one vaguely. Okay, warning. The following skills are not approved by Vault-Tec. Makes you want to use it more, right? Sneaking for sneaking quietly in and out of sight. Makes sense. If you get close to a dangerous mutant. Oh, you haven't heard of those yet. No matter how good you are at sneaking, they will notice you. So those are 2 active. Okay. Lockpicking. Lockpicking is always nice to have. I feel like I've yet to find a game where lockpicking is a bad investment. Always feels like a good investment to have on hand. So sad, no more money. It's okay. 90% of gamblers stop before they hit it big, so Sneaking is not approved. They did tell me to use to avoid rats. They're being a bit hypocritical in the tutorial. It's not good in Elder Scrolls? Wait. Man. I usually go for lockpicking because it tends to be very useful. So work on primitive locked, electronic locks. Okay. So you have to like select the right lock pick for the right lock. I see. Steal is the art of removing things from a personal object without being noticed. Even if you succeed, there's a chance that the critter might notice you. Okay. Larger objects are more difficult to steal than smaller objects. More objects you attempt to steal, the more likely you are to be noticed. You cannot steal objects a person has equipped. I cannot steal the armor right off the body. If you steal one person, it might be a good idea to go behind them so they can't see you. Okay. I mean, I guess this is, like, all of these so far are very much for, like, a thief kind of character. You did Skyrim, it's easy enough where you get unlocking spells. I see. And traps is the skill of disarming bad things. Okay, it's not for setting traps, it's for disarming and noticing traps. I see, makes sense. And this goes for later Fallouts. They nerf it in the later ones. That's a shame. First aid, though, that feels like a skill I might want to have because I tend to get hurt in games. So being able to like heal myself would be good. You can use it 3 times a day on minor wounds. Takes a little while. Active use. Okay. And then Doctor is more advanced. Can heal serious damage or crippled limbs. Oh! Like if you happen to drop your big bone bag and some of the bones in your bag were to break, I guess the Doctor skill would be a good one to use. I guess, maybe I should go for the Doctor skill. Every crippled link will add to the time acquired. You can use this one 3 times a day and combine it with first aid. Okay, makes sense. There are healing skills that will be very useful to everyone. Yeah, when would that happen? I sure hope I don't drop my big bag of bones in game. Hey, Reaper, hey. The last 2 skills are scientific. Science, skill of knowing and learning, covers computers, electronics, etc. And repair, which is repairing all of the science stuff. Okay, makes sense. Hey, Onizika, hey, Flash, hey. So, out of those, you can pick 3 of them. Maybe I should go for like speech, Doctor, and then maybe lockpick, even though gambling is kind of tempting, but I know lockpick doesn't really fall into the charisma kind of type. Maybe I shouldn't because it's not part of the build, but I am always so curious what's inside of chess, Hi, Flash, good day. But I'll have time to think on that. Choose up to 2 traits. Traits are characteristics that define who you are. They don't fit into a single statistic or location. We gave them their own area. Okay, they're optional. You don't have to take any. The choice is yours. Okay, so that's good. We get 2 of them. Kind of does like a smooth talking rogue or smuggler. That's true. You do have like those archetypes, especially in sci-fi and stuff. You can get more skill points later. Okay. So you're not limited to just 3 for the entire game. That's nice. Okay, so you have fast metabolism, which means you're less resistant to radiation, but your body heals faster. Okay, that's useful. So I guess there's like an up and a downside. Little slower, but a little bigger. You may not hit as often, but you will feel it when you do. Okay, so I guess that's why these are optional. They seem to all have an upside and a downside to them. A small frame, which means you're more agile, but you can carry less. One-hander, not good with 2-handed weapons, but good with 1-handed weapons. I mean, I might have to be a one-hander for the duration of this game. Did that go through for me? It didn't, unfortunately. Can you give me the name of the mod? Because I think YouTube might have unfortunately withheld your message. I'm sorry about that. It's perfect. I'll have to pick the one-hander traits. It's we can't argue that. Your attacks show a lot of finesse. You don't do much damage. You can cause more critical hits. Makes sense. Kamikaze, by not paying attention, you can act much faster. But you must wear armor to have an armor class. Okay. So you have no natural armor class. Makes sense. Attack skills increase at double the rate, so you get more skill points. Okay, okay. Heavy-handed, you swing harder, not better. Your attacks are very brutal, but lack finesse. Okay. Fast shots, you don't have time to aim because you attack faster than more people. It costs you 1 less action point. You cannot perform targeted shots. Glowing objects are to be considered dangerous at all times. If an object has enough luminosity to be read at night, do not touch. Is that so? Just give me a moment. Glowing objects are dangerous. Considered dangerous at all times. I see. I see. Search for Fallout, fix it. Okay, I will copy and paste that real quick. Have it on my thingy. Okay, there we go. I'm immersing myself. I am. Weapons need strength to operate, but not skill. I see. I am just demonstrating my dangerosity real quick. As the manual says. Okay. Just for no reason. Just don't worry about it. Bloody mess. Oh. By some strange fate, people around you die violently. Oh. You always see the worst way a person can die. If the violence meter is turned down, you see maximum level of violence. I see. Hi, Tommy. Welcome in. When you're out of power, you can turn on your eye flashlights. Best skill. I mean, the name of the skill is very good. Bloody mess. Good old bloody mess. Some folks play the game vanilla, okay, with no problem, but others get like lock text not updating. I see. Bloody mess is the best perk. That one sounds kind of fun. Jinx is that everyone around you has more crit failures. Oh, but I do too. Your weapons explode. Oh no. Well, I don't want that. I don't want that. The description says you're basically Deadeye. Oh, because it's shot grouping. I see. Things sounds like the twist, but no, that's you're starting a civil war. Oh, which trait would you pick? Would you pick bloody mess? Spooky shock, extra spooky. Good natured. You studied less combative skills as you were growing up. Your combat skills start lower, but your first aid, doctor, and speech and barter are improved. Oh, that might be a useful one if I'm going for a doctor charismatic character, because it will upgrade everything else, even though you'll be weaker at attacks. And we're writing? No, Wyatt! We've barely left the vault yet. Cameline, you are addicted. You get a chance to be addicted twice more, but you recover faster. Oh no, we can't be addicted to drugs, you guys. That's bad. Jinx in the TTRPG led me to replacing the leader of a faction, turned the game briefly into Risk. That sounds kind of amazing. First, avoiding bloody wrecks is good, so when horrible violence does happen, it's rare and more fun. That's fair. Then cam resistant is the opposite. You're not addicted. Night person, you're more awake at night, and you get more intelligent and perceptive at night. But also worse at those during the day. I see. I'm gonna go sleep? No worries. Sleep tight. Sleep bunny dreams. And then skilled, you're good at improving your skills. You don't get many extra abilities, but you get a perk every 4 levels and 5 extra skill points. That seems like a decent trade-off. As well as gives you have more innate abilities than most. You have not spent as much time honing your skills. Your statistics are better than the average person, but your skills are lacking. All stats have +1, but all skills are -10. You receive less skill points. I'm sure that's probably beneficial too. It seems like a trade-off where maybe it balances out overall. Then age. People are not the same. Their age will tell you a lot about them. Personnel are ready to leave the vault at 60 and will have lost that sparkle when they're stepped by the age of 35. Oh dear, I think some among us don't have a lot of years left in that case. Can choose an age between 16 and 35. Okay, yeah, good nurture seemed like a good one for the kind of character I'm thinking of building. Click the age to change from bright youth to an experienced elder at 35. Oh boy, I know you guys already call me a hag because I'm billions of years old, but that's... oh dear. Not to increase. Age will have no direct influence on your character during the character creation, but will have a small bearing on the game. It's mostly player choice. There's no direct penalty or benefit for playing younger or older. Okay, okay. Could I sell you going on low ints? Maybe not for my first playthrough, but maybe for the second game? I'm not sure yet. Hi, Glow, thank you. I guess I could be an experienced elder while playing this game. Fallout follows VTuber like love parameters. It seems it does, yeah. Select the sex. Okay, male or female. Small bearing on the game. Choose carefully. Will not have a large bearing on adventure, so don't think too much about it. Some characters would react differently to you. Okay. I mean, we're gonna go with a female character, so... I lose my sparkle by 35, so sad. Not quite there yet. You still have a few years of sparkle left, I promise. After that, too. Then name. Your name should say something about your character. Bob is pretty boring. Vault-Tec apologizes to all Vault dwellers with the name of Bob for the use of that name in this example. Spike is better, especially if you use a lot of sharp melee weapons. Yeah, no, screw Bob. Vault-Tec says Bob sucks. Sorry, Bob. Spike is better than you. I'm sorry, the manual said so. Dr. Atomic is perfect for a budding young scientist type character. Well, I guess I'll have to think about making my name more significant, I suppose. Bob is boring, but Robert is cool. Bob did not get wrecked, Bob. I'm sorry. The manual says you suck. Then maybe people with aging sparkles becomes a matter of acceptance. I mean, in the end, I'm immortal, so I'll keep sparkling. I'm perfect for a tyrant character. Is that part of my name? Is that so? Is that so? Greetings and good health. Good health to you. Good health. Have a fantastic day. Too bad you can be Lady Joel of the Marsh. Hi, Necromancer. Hi. To help you create or modify a personal record, you have included the following options. No extra charge. Okay, save, load, away, sprint to file. Oh, if you want a hard copy. Oh, interesting. So you can copy that floppy. So you can take that floppy with you. Finishing your character, clicking done. Okay. Outside of the immediate rate of explosion would be time of extraordinary harsher. Both the nation and the visual effects of fallout would be present in the area. Not the common native explosion communication would be disrupted. The nation will be prey to its... Okay, so this is just like about what happens if a fallout happens. Which buns ate over the million? Bob did. Don't copy that floppy. Vault-Tec will know if you do. No, Vault-Tec says you have to copy that floppy. So you can take your character file with you. And then we've got Shadow. When you start the pilot, you can press space to bypass any movie or escape. Okay, for skip. Do not do this unless you have previously viewed the movie. Important information is contained in the movie segments. Okay, so we've got intro to replay the movies, new game, load game, credits, exits. That's all fairly straightforward. If you want to see a list, a very long list of the people who worked on it, this is the button to press. That's cute. Okay, character selection, creating a character. Okay, in the event of exposure to radiation, you must shower with a large amount of water as soon as possible. Lather, rinse, repeat. Makes sense? A holotape is a common device in Fallout, no worries. Floppies are probably extinct. I guess it takes place in like the late 2000s, so like 2073 or 76 or something it was, right? So I guess they don't use floppies anymore. Okay, so here's the game view, character, inhabit the screen. We've got our interface bar, performing actions, okay. Switching item, display monitor. Townsman was critically hit in the groin for 18 points and killed. Oh dear. Got groin shot to death. Oh dear. Poor Townsman. It's retro futuristic late 2000s. 100 terabyte floppies. Okay, so we've got combat, skill decks, map. Okay, charisma, Pip-Boy, ammo, inventory. Okay. So we got our monitor, gives you feedback for actions. Can scroll back to all the messages. Switch active item button. Okay. Inventory button, action points. Okay. If the lights are glowing, then you must be in combat. When green button light is on. When red and green button turn on. We are in the combats. Can get 2 types of headshots. I see. In the eyes or the groin. Oh no. Poor guys. Yeah, green button, it's your turn. Exactly. And then save game, active item button. Okay, ammo bar, hit point counter, armor class, skill dex, map, character, Pip-Boy, combat. Okay, all pretty straightforward. And these cursors they talked about earlier during the tutorial. We have the action cursor, the movement cursor, and the command cursor if you want to interact with something. Okay. Let it rest, do the action. Left click once if you want to see other actions. Left click and hold. Okay. And click and hold for other actions. I see. And then targeting cursor. Okay. I see. I'm shooting people in the eyes. That's not very nice though. Don't try to shoot them in the eyes too much, okay? We got use item, examine, skill on, drop item, rotate character. That's all, you know, my point and click experience will come into play. When it's time for active combats and outside of active combat too. Okay, talking. That will be good. That will be good if we're very charismatic. If you want to communicate, and hey, who wouldn't? I like the way the manual is written. I like when manuals are a little cheeky. We can start dialogue with a living, breathing person. You cannot talk to the dead or the unconscious. Some people will not want to talk to you anyway. Others will only have a little to say and the comments will appear over their head in the gameplay. If someone has a lot to say, you will go into the dialogue screen. Modern computers have voice input, so you can actually talk to a think machine or a computer workstation. Okay, then we have inventory items, unload ammo and cancel. After Bethesda buys the games, you can only shoot people in broad limbs. Boo! We can't talk to the dead. No ghost buns, unfortunately. They underestimate my dark power and ghost charisma. Exactly, I could talk to a ghost, no problem. I've talked to so many ghosts. We got the inventory. Okay. If you move completely identical items to each other, they will stack. That's useful. Use item will use it. Swap will drop it to the ground. You can pick it up again 99.9% of the time, but not always, because if you leave it around, other characters can pick it up. Interesting. It's like you're playing an MMO, and people like steal your drops in RuneScape. If you drop an item on the deserted races of the world map, you will never see it again. So think carefully, loose hands drop clams. Display manager gives you important items, equipped items with your stuff. Okay. So that's all fairly straightforward. And we do have a maximum carry weight. Interesting. There's no disadvantage for carrying a lot of equipment. But you cannot carry more than your carry weight. Okay. You underestimate my ghost risk? Let the ghost backseating you where they could hide. That'd be very dirty. That would be very dirty. We got loading weapons, unloading weapons, inventory lists, containers. They're a special kind of item that can store items within themselves. Oh, like a backpack or a bag. That makes sense. They just make it easier to organize things. Okay, containers will be useful then. Skill decks. Some you use automatically, some you can use, like sneaking and first aid. I remember that. Proper latrine building is an important outdoor survival skill. Practice the skill as often as possible. Well, where is latrine building in my skill decks in that case? If it's so important, then why is it not part of my skill decks, huh? Okay, character screen. Okay, it will give you information. Am I hurt? Where, poison, experience point, etc. Okay. This is all fairly straightforward. On like status effects, injuries, all that. It's possible to heal the serious wound at the default EML. Okay, eye damage. If your eyes are hurt, your perception will be lowered. Makes sense. If your arms are hurt, you cannot use... One of your arms is hurt, you cannot use two-handed weapons. Yeah. If both arms are hurt, you cannot use any weapons at all. If one leg is crippled, you'll find it more difficult to move. Okay. Hey, Plumbobo. Hi, welcome in. With the character cards, you have your skills. You can explore the world. You got perks. This will show the perks if you've chosen karma. If you've been naughty or nice, your reputation will be affected. If you act nobly, your character's reputation will go nice. If you act like a commie or other negative personality type, your character's reputation will sink or go negative. Yeah, we're doing manual reading right now. Welcome in. Your character's reputation will affect different people in different ways. Good people will react positively to good reputation, poorly to negative reputation. Bad people will react in an opposite manner. You may get other specific reputations as well, or you could react poorly to camps. If you do, those reactions to your actions will show up on the karma. Third character's card is skills. As one would expect from the title, this will show how many you have stayed in battle. Okay. Think of it as a scorecards. Okay, you want to rack up the score, including people, animals, and dangerous mutants. The more you kill, the greater the effect. The exact ramification of your kills will be discovered as you play. Oh, so maybe you don't want to rack up a high kill count. Okay, print, cancel, done. Wopco Pip-Boy 2000. To help Vault Dwellers record information extremely valuable. In fact, it might be the most valuable weapon we have against the end of civilization, so pay attention. Vault-Tec has selected the Wopco Industries Wopco Pip-Boy 2000 as the personal information processor of choice for its vault damage. Makes sense. Leg damage is a combat advantage. If we can cripple both legs on the enemy, that will make it easier to hit them. It's true, because they won't be able to fight. That's true. Or at least not able to move. The Wopco Pip-Boy, hereafter called the Pip-Boy, is a heading device that you wear on your wrist. It's small and will store a goodly amount of information for you. Okay, with Super Deluxe Resolution graphics to boot. Modern Super Deluxe Resolution graphics. Oh, I'm looking forward to those. Use the button to select various functions, like status, automaps, archives. Okay. Pip-Boy clock also has an alarm clock to pass time quickly in the vault world. Oh, so you can kind of fast forward in time. I wonder if this game will have like any, scripted events on certain dates like Star Control 2 did. Interesting. Various time settings allow you to rest or sleep for 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or until healed at various times. I see. Fallout predicted people in the future won't be able to sleep without tiny computers by their sides. They just knew it. And For the Pop game has games like not Donkey Kong. Nice. You need to worry about line of sight and duel when no up the side. That's true. If there's gun users, like in XCOM. Use a 10 to 6 hour timers if you need to meet someone at a certain time during day or night. Okay. Some shops are only open at night, for example. Makes sense. Hey, John Swan, welcome in. The until timers will advance the clock. Outside location will follow day and night. Alarm clock will show you current and maximum hit points. If you rest, will gain hit points back at a faster rate. Okay, you get your healing rate and restore hit points every 6 hours. Okay. The Pip-Boy 2000 can be used to keep track of important dates and events. We reprogrammed your Pip-Boy to keep track of the number of days remaining in the vault water stores. This note is the only thing you should care about until we are safe and have restored water processing chip. Oh, I guess I'm on a mission to make sure the buns don't die of dehydration. Oh, I didn't know I was on a timer. Looking schattig? Thank you. The note shows the number of days before we croak. If that happens, your adventures on the outside won't be worth a shot of thermal underwear in Death Valley at high noon. We'll be dead, and we don't want that. Go to it. Oh, okay. I didn't know this was a mission with the lives of all buns on the line. I guess I'll have to try to keep track. Okay. Your Pip-Boy 2000 has a 3-month limited warranty. Good to know, good to know. Even after the turn of century, we'll have 3 months. To remind me you of where you have been, your helpful Pip-Boy 2000 keeps track of all locations, the auto map. Okay, easy peasy. High and low resolution. Okay, world map. Okay, dark areas show where you will exit the game map. Makes sense. Don't worry, we cause rebellion drinking each other's blood if we can't fix them all the time. Please don't drink the blood of all the buns, please. We've had so many civil wars. Hope you get your Pip-Boy in check. I hope so. So dark edges will automatically transport you to the world map. Can use to escape from a hostile location, but don't expect a happy welcome when you return. Ah, interesting. So I wonder if the locations remember where you left them then. Okay, at start most wood will be dark. That makes sense. You can travel around. Import location marked with green circle. We heard that earlier. Okay, if you are interrupted with a random encounter, you will see a flashing red lightning bolt. You will then automatically drop down the terrain map and be involved in the encounter. Ah, and items you leave behind will be lost forever. I see. Some terrain is difficult to travel. There's different types of terrain. Mountain, desert, city, coastland. Mountain terrain is most difficult. Takes the longest time. Determines what kind of encounters you get. Okay. Some encounters may be hostile creatures, friendly traders, and environmental concerns. Okay, so not every random encounter is bad. Okay, so it's not always enemies. But also bizarre events. Oh, I want to encounter all the bizarre events. All the important locations will have a tile map. Okay. Oh, that's cute. They get like a little bit of art as well. To change the tile maps, check the known locations. Okay. It's all pretty straightforward. It's possible to have, usually have something. Oh, if the markers disappear, you might have done something to incur the wrath of the natives in that area. You have to find another way to move around. Okay, so you can mess things up so terribly that everybody hates you and you're not allowed to return. That's good to know. It's always enemies, just not everyone wants to kill you. Hi, Objective, welcome in. Okay, talking to people will take some time and a lot of attention to do properly. Because you have to do reading. They're saying you must balance the reaction, what you say, and watch for clues. What I'm getting is reading comprehension. Which, to be fair, is the first step, right? In actually dialogue, something has very little to say, they will just chat with the line of dialogue above their head. We did hear that. You should watch carefully. Sometimes people sneak important clues into a single chat. And if they order you to do something and you persist in current action, they are upset. Okay, so what I'm getting is if somebody tells you to stop talking to them and you don't, they might get mad at you. There was a chat during combat. Combat counts. They usually don't have very many nice things to say to you then. That's fair. Okay, extended dialogue is when you go into the dialogue screen. Watch their expressions. Interesting. Okay, they will have different reactions. They may like you, they may hate you, they may care less. Will depend on your actions, reputations, and responses. Charisma. They will usually have something to say. Okay. My notebook is full. Well, I think I might have to bring out the notebook again if it has lots of clues, and maybe with Star Control I might have to make notes of where to go. Imagine without Persona 5 before it starts, make people agree that the story is fiction. I think some games might need a reading comprehension text warning beforehand. Didn't Tsukihime do something similar as well, if I recall? If you have characters with high intelligence, we will be able to say more in conversation. NPCs will react differently to a grunt for help compared to a well-discussed plea for mutual assistance. The most intelligent things you can say are not always the best choice. Yeah, people just don't always like arrogance, right? So sometimes if you're just coming off too pompous, I guess people wouldn't like that either. So that makes sense. Someone likes to have a chance of making the NPC one way or another. Okay, they might have a role associated with them, usually speech. Okay, we were probably gonna level that up anyway. You can review the current conversation. You can barter for goods and trades. That all makes sense. We know there was the barter skill that helps, moving items. If your deal is not agreeable, you can sweeten the offer by placing more equipment. Okay. Reputation and reaction from the NPC will modify it as well. Okay. In the event of fire, do not run. It will force the flames up your head. Stop, drop, and roll. Okay. We talked about that earlier. Very important to stop, drop, and roll when you're on fire. But you guys have some fire resistance, so you should be okay. I wouldn't know it. I'm too humble. Okay, options I think is fairly straightforward. Vault-Tec suggests more than one slave slot. I guess if you can screw yourself over too badly, like you can't return to things, then like maybe multiple save slots is a good idea. That makes sense. Noting preferences, game difficulty, combat difficulty, combat speed. Okay, no rewards or penalties for using higher or lower ones for combat. It's just all personal preference. I see. Combat thoughts, combat messages, target highlight, violence level. Oh, it's like how much blood you get and all that kind of stuff. Minimal shows critters falling over with blood. None shows critters falling over without blood. I see. Text delay, language filter. Oh, it will not use adult language. Oh, spicy. Running, you can have your characters always run. Okay. And then audio movie, like that always all seems pretty straightforward. Oh, our first big guy. That's like one of the mutants, I assume. Okay. We're getting there. I like the 3D rendered graphics. They're kind of cool. You can say freak. No. He's a big guy. Don't be mean. He's a big lad. That's all. Maybe a mutant. Combat is defined when you attack, turn-based. Okay. The rest of the game is real-time. Oh, I didn't know that was real-time. Okay. Combat starts, you change modes to turn-based. Okay. Wish I knew that when I was young. My parents didn't let me play games with cursing. That's very nice for, like, you know, if you have children trying to play the game. It's true, because there are certainly many families who would not allow that. Even without language filter, most NPCs here are pretty well spoken, and a lot of people I meet in a pre-nuclear apocalypse. There's a shapeshifter bun trying to loot Ditto merch. Oh yeah, no, you guys can shapeshift to loot Ditto merch for me. That's chill. It is epic. It's really cool art. I really like these 3D renders. Like early, like I assume that's what it is. Like early 3D renders are like very fun. See ones with a bonus implanted into them by the Bone Lord's minion. Okay, so we heard like the lights on convent will glow quite green. If it's the opponent's word, we know we have the red. the green bun, red. We went over this. Okay. So actions in combat, this is all fairly straightforward. I once again see how they make their own GURPS inspired system here. Okay, we got movement, reserved movement, various actions, attacking, inventory, chance to hit. I think this all seems fairly straightforward. Mind the red light. Back in the 80s, there were video games on cassette tapes. That's probably what the holotapes are based on. Oh, that would make sense. Oh, then we have ranged weapons, burst. Okay. Reloading, throw, hand to hand. I mean, these seem fairly self-explanatory. Critical hits, nice. That was affected by the luck stat, if I recall. Which do extra damage, cripple a limb, ignore the armor, unconscious knocking target over. That's all very nice. Yeah, you have to mind the red lights. You don't have to turn on the red lights. Critical failure includes running out of ammo, jamming the gun, losing AP, dropping your weapon, and your weapon exploding. Missing your target and hitting someone else. I see. And then poison. We do want poison resistance. Now that was endurance based. This game has a dedicated reload button. I didn't know that and played the game by reloading manually each time. Oh no! I didn't choose the red life. The red life chose me. We got armor class, damage threshold. That makes sense. Ah, we got DT. Okay. I can see where it's coming from. You have a DT of 4. Okay. And then if you get hit with 16, then 20, 16 goes through. Okay. Damage resistance. Okay. Damage resistance of 20%, reduced by 20%. Okay, so then 13%. 13 points. Makes sense. Watson. Watson. You don't have to put on that red light. Weapon skills I used to read that most unarmed weapons were power fists, knuckles and hand enhancement, because and became a separate skill for melee. Like unarmed also seems to be a base one that everybody has decent ones of, at least according to the manual. Some point combat will end, hopefully with you on the victorious side. There are no more hostile creatures remaining. Combat will end automatically at the end of your turn. If you want to end it early, try to end combat button. If hostile creatures are nearby, you cannot end combat. I see. Hey, Glitcha, yeah, hey. Okay, equipment. The items in your storage container will last 1,000 people over 10 years in a comfortable and modern surroundings. When it's time to leave the vault and return to rebuild America, your friends at Vault-Tec have provided you with everything you'll need. Oh god. I forgot, this game is set in America. I have to become American while playing this. I need to study up. I grab a flag and a burger and a barbecue. And what else? An eagle. Yeah, right. Who wrote this? What budget did they get? We already used most of the equipment on failed attempts to contact an outside civilization, and we've been in here a lot longer than 10 years. We have little left to give you, but we will give you what you can. Okay, so... Sounds like we don't have much equipment left. Study communism and do the opposite. I'm already a burger fiend. You guys did say I was already honorary American on that count. A gun. I need a gun. That's true. Need several guns to rebuild America. Put the eagle down. No, I need this eagle to pass my American test. I did say I was gonna do like one of those like filling in the like States of America maps at some point. But I don't think I'll do very well on it. What's a kilometer? Yeah, what's a meter? Liters? Wait, you do use liters in America, right? But not kilometers. It's Celsius? No. Unarmed would be the shortest reach. You want like weapons usually. That's why you invented them, because they tend to be better than unarmed. Need several guns and a giant hat. Yeehaw! You have to use Imperial. Count everything in burger and bald eagle. We'll have to go through the American test before we start the game. Remind me of that when we hit the end of the manual. Hopefully a one-handed gun, yeah. 1911 and revolver. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, I have a lot of experience with rifles, but, you know, you do preferably need two hands for those. So I'll have to get used to one-handed guns. So all the radiation, all the eagles became bald eagles, so no. Okay, so this equipment, brass knuckles, club, pistol, rifle. I guess the pistol and will be like at least one-handed, that's good. Hiya, Vice. Hey, yeah, we're going through the fallouts. What do you mean that one Russian guy loves revolvers keeps trailing at? You mean Mr. Ocelot? Yeah, I'm planning to do Fallout. I am. A handgun that shoots stripes and stars. Yeehaw! I love feet and miles and yards and Fahrenheit. 6 bullets, more than enough for the nuclear apocalypse. Exactly. We got grenades, SMGs, knives, sledgehammer. Honestly, this is pretty decent equipment list. A spear, very useful. And the sledgehammer, great. Probably two-handed though. Can be one-handed if you're strong enough. Of course I would be, but I'm not sure if my character will. Seriously disappointed when I found out bald eagles are not actually bald. I know, right? Don't you take that quote out of context. That's not what I meant. I mean imperial system, not metric. Okay, we got a bunch of ammo, combat armor. Combat armor is highly effective against all types of damage, it's lightweight, and it's unfortunately not available without special permits. Okay, we'll have to contact an object office for that. Leather armor was designed for motorcycle football and other dangerous contact sports. Is that a real thing? Do you guys play motorcycle football in America? Or is that like more of a post-nuclear apocalypse kind of thing? Is this a real sport? Is this a real sport? The Mad Max experience, yeah. So it's a popular choice following a nuclear disaster. Unfortunately, provides little or no protection against plasma attacks. I only play car carriers and motorcycles. That's the ones I know, yeah? Leather jackets, always cool. What's the point of wearing armor if you can't look good? It's stylish, with poor ventilation. Very hot under the scorching desert sun. I bet American motorcycle football is actually more like motorcycle handbag. Yeah, surely monster truck football. Exactly. You got a backpack. Weatherway, it's for removing radiation. Makes sense. Won't make you feel good. Also Rad-X. Stim packs for healing. Doctor's bag for doctoring. Dynamite for exploding. First aid for first aiding. Makes sense. Hiya, Meadow. Hiya, hey. Monster truck football is the one, yeah? Please take my bones, you need them more than me. I will try to not drop my big bag of bones tonight. What about the red eggs? I ate those. Now enjoy the quadruple feet burger. No! It's gonna be so cursed. We got flare, Geiger counter, lockpicks, motion sensor, tapes, holotapes. Okay. Those are incredible amount of data, stored a bunch of stuff for extended periods of time. Okay, useful. And our Pip-Boy can read them. That's nice. Motion sensors for the auto mapping. Okay, Geiger counters for radiation. All of the rest are pretty straightforward. To help starve the snakes. Exactly. Gotta eat the eggs so the snakes can't eat them. can't eat them if I eat them first. As your character survives in a hostile environment, you will gain experience. That makes sense. We have an experience table from Vault Dweller to Vault Scion. Scion, I think. Vault Veteran, Vault Elite, Wanderer, Desert Wanderer, Wanderer of the Waste, Elite Wanderer, Strider, Desert Strider, and Strider of the Wastes. I see. Nice. And then, Strider Elite, Vault Hero, Wandering Hero, Striding Hero, Hero of the Desert, Hero of the Waste, Hero of the Glowing Lands, Paragon, Living Legend, and Last Best Hope of Humanity. Oh boy, that's some titles to live up to. You know, I'll have to make sure I can earn that. Okay, skill points is where we spend skill points. That makes sense. Storing skill points is possible, but then you effectively lose them by not gaining the benefit until you spend them. Okay. Perks besides skills, it's possible to reward you with perks. You get a perk every 3 levels. Perk is a new ability. Perks are based on your character. The list of perks you can choose from is based on what level, statistics, and skills your character has. Okay. How much XP do we need for sluggish S4? If only we were that easy, become the best hope of humanity, IOL, right? Reputation system is very cool, but there's a chase to karma, and now you can become a commie by just stealing forks. It did mention that acting like a commie will make you lose your reputation. Will make you lose karma. Some perks can be taken multiple times. We have Action Boy. Like Action Man or Action Girl if you wish, apparently. It gives you extra HP. Oh, it's more Action Boys. Okay. Animal friends. Animals will not attack one of their friends. I can be a friend of the animals. I see. Oh, and each of these have requirements. So if you want to be an animal friend, 5 intelligence, 25% outdoorsmanship, level 9. I see. Reputation is a resource. Gotcha. Awareness is for perception related. Better critical hits. Bonus hand-to-hand combat. Bonus hand-to-hand damage. Bonus move. Bonus range damage. Bonus range of fire. Cult of personality. Well, I'll get that if I increase my charisma. That is perk. A large negative reputation will have a bad effect on good natured people. So even if I have a bad reputation, if I have cult of personality, people like me anyway. So I could become a cult leader. Something to consider. Dodger makes it easier to dodge in combat. Earlier sequence, you are more likely to move before your opponents. Education will add 2 more skill points. Okay, that's useful. That's if you get 2 more skill points every time you level up. That seems actually quite useful. That's a good one to get. Okay. It's mean the season the means of consumption. This works up the spirits. Become a cult leader. I'm no. I self-inserting. I'm not a cult leader yet. It's not the cult of no bones, probably. It's an RPG. You don't have to be KGXXO. I. Are you accusing me of being a cult leader? Already? Before 2.0? It's too soon for that. Wait till my arm heals, probably. You know, I'm still 2.0 will probably be delayed a little bit, but you got empathy. See, I can get that one too. You know, to get inside knowledge of the emotional reactions. I'm always right. There's no code here. Nothing to see here. Move along. Exactly. I'm not leading innocent buns away from the twill path. No. We got explore, faster healing, flower child. You're much likely to get addicted to gems. Oh, because flower childs, they're hippies. Gotcha. Took me a second. Fortune finder, finding money, friendly foe. Okay. Ghost. When the sun goes down or you're in poorly lit area, you move like a ghost. You know, I am pale enough to be a ghost. We got healer, that's useful because we're probably gonna grab some healing perks. Hevo for throwing, life giver for extra hit points, master thief for sneaking and such, master trader for bartering, medic for healing, mental block, tuning out outside mental interference. Must have learned this from a passing ghoul. Oh, I guess like to defend myself from other cult leaders. New hotkey events, create a second smaller jaw in a smaller tab. Hi, and you. Hi. My idle hour is too shiny, giving my position away in the dark. You mean this? I guess, you know, the glowing eyes are a bit of a problem, when you're trying to stealth around in the dark, I guess that's a little bit of an issue. That's true. We got more criticals, Mr. Fix-It, mutates. Ooh! One of your traits mutate into something. Oh. That's just a randomizer on one of your traits. I was like, oh, that's fun. Your character mutates, but that's not it. Then you've got Mysterious Stranger. You have gained the attention of a mysterious stranger who will appear to help you from time to time. Oh, if your luck is high. But if your ally loses in combat, do not expect him or her to be exchanged. Okay, so you get one mysterious stranger. You're most likely to cause critical hits. This is a good thing. Yup. So when you shine a flashlight on her, I'm like a cat. My eyes reflect really strongly. This one's the most famous. I mean, that seems like a fun one. I was thinking of leveling my luck regardless, so... Got night vision. I mean, I do have that. Pathfinder. Is able to find the shortest route. Okay, pickpockets, straightforward, presence. You command attention just by walking in the room. Ah, so people like you better. Okay. Quick pockets, better to store equipment. Rat resistance, pretty straightforward. Ranger, better avoiding unwanted attention. Scout, Scrounger. Oh, it's for more ammo. Sharpshooter, straightforward. Silent death. If you hit someone back, you'll double the damage. Okay. Silence running, you can move quickly while being quiet. Ah, so you can sneak and run at the same time, contrary to what they said earlier in the manual. Now, Forge, yeah, I plan to play it. But find I love that game, different one. Oh, gonna call it for night, sleep tight, to see about in dreams. Please sleep well. Then we have Slayer, who walks the earth. In hand-to-hand combat, all of your hits are upgraded to critical hits, causing destruction and mayhem. Smooth Talker, useful. Because we're probably gonna level up intelligence regardless. That's good. Snake Eater. Someday on a tree fork. I got the official pass. That was recommended to me earlier, so I will definitely grab that one. And then Smooth Talker, Snake Eater. Tastes like chicken. You gain immunity to poison. Do need that. Came out 7 years earlier. They put the snake eater in first. Sniper is a firearm. Okay, speaker, one-time bonus. Strong back, aka you're the mule. Survivalist, swift learner. 5% bonus points. That's useful too. Tag, where you can pick an additional skill tag, and toughness. Hey, General Dank, welcome in. Okay. Future Tech. A division of Vault-Tec presents the following advertisement for your enjoyment. When the all clear sounds on your radio, you don't want to be caught without the Garden of Eden creation kits. How is immunity to poison if it's 25% poison resistance? You can't ask those kind of questions. The kit includes base replicator unit, replicates food and basic items needed for building your new world. Just add water. Powered by cold fusion. Yeah, it's probably safe. Holodisk Reader with Library includes a selection from the Library of Conquest, complete set of encyclopedias and other life-saving information, all contained on 460 handy holodisk. A condensed version is available on 3 handy holodisks. Not suitable for children on the age of 3. A different toy is available for younger children. Referring to the miniature pen flashlights. This page is the biggest source of plot holes in the entire series. Oh no. Well, it could just be false advertising then, in that case. We put her in jail, but after a couple of hours the guards have disappeared. We got the GAC, the Garden of Eden creation kit, yeah. When you got internet down at work? Oh no, I'm glad it's back again though. I'm sorry to hear that. And then 4 out of 5 nuclear scientists recommend the Garden of Eden creation kit over other leading survival kits. Okay. Then appendices, restricted. Hints and tips. Warning, there are spoilers. Oh. I mean, I'm not gonna lay the spoilers. We're skipping those. Skipping right on over those. My stories, thank you so much for the resub. Thank you for quick healing and popping. I appreciate it a lot. Isn't the gag does as advised? I mean, no. We just don't know. It's time for the wet recipes. We got the mushroom clouds. Oh, is this where we get the pancakes? Okay, so the first one is with egg whites, tartar, sugar. Okay, that one. Oh, that one sounds kind of yummy. That one sounds like it will be kind of sweet. It has like the chocolates and stuff in it. Then we have desert salads. We got beef, pinto beans. Oh, I want to try the manual recipes. These actually sound kind of good. These sound kind of yummy. The desert salad sounds pretty good. Okay. Superfine sugar is not confectioner's sugars or 10 times sugar. If you cannot find superfine, it's easy to make. I see. Oh, it doesn't have the pancakes? Aww. Maybe the pancakes are in a different manual that you guys were talking about. Okay, the quickies. I won't be able to use most of those. Or at least not very efficiently. I knew. Thank you for the care pack. Steak of the week, Fallout Food Edition. I wish. It's a bit hard for me to cook right now, unfortunately. Unless I can convince a friend to cook it for me, but that's a little bit much. But that's okay. And then, oh, that's the end of the manual. Oh, the last few pages went pretty fast. I guess I can turn on the green button. It's our turn now. Do any of my friends know how to cook? I do know a couple of friends who know how to cook, but I feel bad putting them through it, you know? The pancake recipe is the Fallout 2 manual. Okay, I guess I have to wait for the pancakes. And America Test, she wants to do. Oh, right. We were still gonna, because it seems that like I have to save America, so I have to, be able to save America. So I guess since we still have a bit of time tonight, I guess I can prove that. Well, try to become American enough. I'll have to study up. And because I know some of you guys once said that I should fill out an American map with where I think the states are. We can try doing that now. Blank map of America. Please keep in mind, I'm not actually American, so I will probably do really bad on this one. I do not, in fact, know where most things are. I mean, I I can copy paste the map or I could draw one myself, but I think if I'm drawing my own map, it will look worse. Wondering on the page that said there are spoilers, there's nothing actually spoilery, it's just like saving often and stuff. I see. I'm sure Americans also do that. I'll be American at the Fallout, yeah? See how much Keely Burger needs to travel from New York to Washington. Okay. I'm gonna open up Psy again, I suppose. Okay. 1 second. 1 second. Just gonna get ready on a new file. Okay. Here we go. If you fail the test, you will never be American. Oh no. Oh no. That's gonna be tough. That's gonna be a hard one, I think, you guys. Because I have the confidence of maybe 3 states. Okay. I'm gonna reopen Psy. Here we go. It's okay, you just have to score 60% to not fail this. I'm not sure if I'll be able to. I'll be honest, I'm not sure if I can remember 60% of the states by name. But what I can do is put on my cowboy hat. If you guys give me a second, I can put on my cowboy hat. And by doing so, I'll presumably be a little bit more American already. That one is not my cowboy hat. Where did I put it? I did make a cowboy asset at some point because yeah, there it is. There we go. That should help. Doing without the borders is hard. But if there were borders, that'd be cheating, right? Should I do it with the borders? Isn't that cheating? To know where the outlines are. There are 67 states. I don't think that's true. And I think, just watch the Animaniacs opening song. I can cut out the borders myself. I'll draw my own borders. Okay, so I was gonna say start with the easy ones, but it's gonna be really embarrassing when I get those wrong too. Can start with Canada. That's true. I guess I can put in Canada on the top. There you go. There's Canada. I couldn't do it, and we only have 16. Oh, I'd struggle doing it without the borders on the Dutch one too. That's Mr. Canada. I actually used to have a coworker who was actually called Canada-san. Like that. Don't worry, I'll just as well as the Americans. Which is character of the US? Oh, okay, sorry. The United States of America. Is that better for Fallout reasons? Just look like you mislabeled USA as Canada. Well, it's on top of it, you know. I should make it smaller, maybe. There we go. Put this up over here. There we go. Canada annexed. Yeah. All right. Annexed above it. Annexed. There we go. Okay. So now's the hard part because I actually have to start filling them out. Okay, so I know the first easy one is the dongle, which is over here is the dongle, and that's Florida. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure Florida is the dongle. That's the easy one. And then I guess the other easy ones are Hawaii and Alaska. There we go. And the Fritz state, the Garuda tribes lives there, yeah, in the dongle. Then I'm pretty sure are we looking at states before or after the nuclear war? This is the states after I take control. I'm pretty sure, like, this zone is Texas. Because I know that's on the border with Mexico, so I'm pretty sure that's Texas. And it's like kind of a shape, you know? So like probably here is Texas, I think. 13 Commonwealth of United States of America. Wow, it's a bit all 50 states and 13 Commonwealth states. Oh, then I just have to get 13 right? Easy. I think. I know the dongle on the other side is California, I think. So I think this dongle is California. California already messed up partially. Oh no. Vegas survives the nuclear blast. I heard thousands of yeehaws in unison. Oh no. I will mess this up, I think. I think. And then the only other one I vaguely know is did you book the doctor? My next appointment is next week Tuesday. And I think New York is the one that's like up top. Because it borders Canada, right? So this is probably New York, maybe. I know that one's like up on the top somewhere. Okay, so this is where it gets hard. Because everything else I have no idea. So let me think. Somebody give me a state and I'll tell you where I think it is. Give me a name of a state. Maine. You're making up states now. Maine is the main part of the US, so clearly it should be somewhere in the center, because it's the main area. That's probably one of those squares that it's in the middle. So I'm gonna call this one Maine. There we go. I think Canada is in the middle. Okay. Next up, South Canada. That's underneath. That one's easy. Got like 5% of New York in New York. Oh no, I messed it up already. You know, all of the ones you guys are saying, Wyoming, Montana, Tennessee, Oregon, Michigan, Alabama, I'm pretty sure all of those are in the middle too. Like everything else, just kind of somewhere in the center. Wait, Oregon Trail, because in Oregon Trail they're moving from like right to left, right? So Oregon is probably somewhere on the left side of the country. So that's like gonna be anywhere in this zone. But I'm just gonna wildly put Oregon over here. Okay, it's America, not the EU. The borders are straight lines. Well, it's still hard to draw a straight line. I'd have to use a different tool for that. I'm using my mouse. Nice guess, thank you. Hi, Deep Freeze. Hi. Where's Massachusetts? Probably also somewhere in the middle. Here be dragons. I honestly, and I'm gonna be all honest, I don't know what's on the top in this area. For basically most of the states in America, in my mind, they're all just in the middle. So, like, I think this is where the dragons are. Here be the dragons. Like, I honestly have no idea. It's Alaska, and it's the part that isn't Alaska, but is in the north, you know? Which is the one that people say is, like, cold? Is Massachusetts the one that's cold? Maybe that's where Massachusetts is. Like one of them. Do you want an actual answer? No, I'm gonna try it first. And then you guys can tell me how wrong I am. Because like the higher north they go, the colder it gets, right? Alaska's cold, but Alaska's the one I had bottom left here. Oregon is the head of California. Ah, nice, I got that one right. Virginia. Oh, Virginia has to be somewhere on the east side, because that's where they landed at the Plymouth Rock, right? So that has to be like somewhere in this zone. Probably not all of this zone, but somewhere in this zone, I'm pretty sure is probably Virginia. I think. The Great Conglomerate North and Western States. States Confederacy, yeah. Wild dragons choose to live in Massachusetts. And it's not too hot, I guess, for the ice dragons. I guess I'll write ice dragons over there. Chesapeake is somewhere there. No, that's where Jamestown was. Dang it! Dang, I thought Virginia was like on. Wait, Virginia isn't the one with Plymouth Rock, is it? It's a different one, wasn't it? The Jade Virginian coast. It's a different landing? No! Massachusetts or Boston? Little beyond New York? Oh, I put Massachusetts on the wrong side of the country then. Any idea what Delaware? Delaware sounds like another one of those, like little ones. It's like probably somewhere here in the middle. I'll put it next to Maine. There, it can hang out. Like, and the other ones, like, I think Ohio. Ohio, like, its vibe feels like it should be close to Texas. Because Ohio has, like, does Ohio have cowboys? Like, Ohio and Utah. Like, I guess those are probably all. I'll just draw them on each side. Like, I'll put Ohio here. And, like, Utah here. Like, I feel like vibe-wise, they should be in that area. I got Delaware by Maine. Let's go. Ohio. Massachusetts is little beyond New York. Oh, no. Where is New Mexico? Oh, probably near Old Mexico, right? Like, maybe here? Like, somewhere on the Mexican border? I just close to the rising sun to say Ohio and everywhere. Arizona. Arizona has like is like hot, right? Arizona must be like somewhere on the bottom. Because that's where they have like the sunny iced tea picture. So that's probably like somewhere on the bottom. Hi King Bluey. Hi. That's the Caribbean. That's probably close. It's kind of southeast, right? I think Utah's not fair off for me, but Ohio. Hey, if I said it was one or the other, if I switched them, I would have been right. Don't think we're 50 states. Some of them are gonna have to share a bunk. New Mexico is next to California. Oh, I see. State that sounds like they're doing sus things. Wyoming. Wyoming also feels like one of those that's probably somewhere in the middle. Making inspectors at least understand. Well, exactly. Just like life in the bum vault. Look, you guys don't know what the US is gonna look like once the nuclear war is over. Hey, Roman, hey. Arizona is blocking the Mexico border. I mean, yeah, you know that's fair. It needs a lot of space to make the iced tea. I was outback Wyoming for a bit. Don't mind me. Let me see. Oh, and thank you, Fox. I saw it. So which states am I missing? There's Dakota, right? There's like a North and a South Dakota. So I guess like I'll put the North one like up here, and the South one like underneath it. I don't think that's right, but they are presumably on top of each other. There we go. I have 5 sort of right. Hey, 5 was what I was going for. 5 is roughly what I was headed for. We all have to prepare for post-nuclear war, since everything I will want is that once we're out of the bomb vaults. Let me think. Oh, Washington. I know Washington is like on the opposite side of the country from like New York, right? So I did put a lot of, it might be in here, be dragons, but I'll just put it like underneath here because I already marked that area. Washington, like over here roughly. It's very funny, but I guarantee my attempt to the European map. I would actually be really good at a Europe map. I'm very confident at like filling out Europe. Washington State and not Washington DC. Yeah. Famous Seattle port. Seattle. Seattle is probably like here or something. like kinda central. Even the Balkans. I think I could get a decent amount of Balkans. I can do a Europe map afterwards and see how far I can get. Oh, Seattle is a city? Oh, okay, never mind that. Don't forget about that part. You've heard of West Virginia, now get ready of Big Virginia. That was by Vancouver. Vancouver is like, it's not in America, it's in Canada. It's not in America. Joken, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. What are some other states? Like I know you guys have more of these. Vermont. Okay, like Vermont feels like it could go there. North and South Carolinas. There's 2 Carolinas? Oh man, okay. I still have space for like a North and South over here. If I split those up. North, South, Carolina. Okay. Wisconsin. Kansas. Oh, Kansas. Kansas is like a square, right? Like Kansas is like somewhere in the middle, I think. Like either here or over here. Now it's annexed Vancouver. Connecticut. 1 second. I have to put in... I am gonna go on a limb and put Kansas over here. Kansas. Rhode Island. That one's like next to New York on the islands, right? There's like 5 states where New York is. Well, New York gets to have all of them now. It's a tear to the eye. Pennsylvania, home of Dracula. At least Oregon is correct. Let's go. I got one. I'll need space for 26 more states. The states that don't make it on there will not survive the nuclear war. So to anybody, and like if you live in one of the states that haven't been listed, you better hope I put it in, because otherwise it won't survive the nuclear winter. We got Idaho. Idaho seems like one of those middle of the country kind of states, probably. Iowa too. I'll put Iowa over here. Yeah. Where is Albuquerque? Is that a state? I think Albuquerque was near Mexico, because I watched Breaking Bad and I'm pretty sure that was like near Mexico. Got my states wrong, but like how funny it is. That's fair. I honestly expected to like get roughly 5 of them right at best. Hiya, show. Hi. I live. Chicago. Oh, Chicago. I don't have a lot of space for Chicago. It's where they have all that jazz. New York gained 5 states in exchange for 5 boroughs. It's not worth it. I'll just put I got California right. I've reduced its territory. Wait, it's supposed to be bigger? I thought I already gave it too much. The famous fall game. Wait, which one? Which is the... Wait, oh, New Vegas. Oh, that one's like at the bottom somewhere, isn't it? I don't have space for New Vegas anymore. I'll just put it over here. I did run out of space for Vegas. I know it's like kind of in the desert, right? So it's probably like actually like here or something. I'll just put it here. I'm not drawing borders for New Vegas. It's just hanging out in the middle of Wyoming. You know? It's in Nevada. There's no place for Nevada, I'm afraid. Michigan. Oh, Michigan. Michigan feels like it's probably in the middle, but I'm gonna put it over here where there's more space. Michigan. That's where they have like some of the universities, right? I think, maybe. Is that where Boston is? Oh, Boston might be in Massachusetts. Is Massachusetts or Michigan? I don't actually know. Mississippi. That's definitely somewhere in the middle. I don't have the space though. I'll put Mississippi over here. New Vegas wouldn't be where the old Vegas is, exactly. Isn't Disney its own state at this point? Disneyland I think I can put on the map, but I think that's in Florida, right? Like Disney over here. Put North Carolina another contested first landing location. Wait, is it? Wait, Disney is not in Florida? Wait, was it in California? Do I need to put it on the other side? Ooh, over there. Fallout Game by Young would be strange, only because you couldn't tell the futurist version was after the war or present day. Oh, world is Florida, land is California. I see. There's a pixel underneath the cowboy hat. You can look at it. It's a free-floating freckle. Let me see. I guess I don't feel like these are gonna be correct, but I have to put something in this. Like, honestly, this zone, you can't fool me. I don't think there's anything here. Like, this zone, I'm just gonna, like, that's Like all of the states are somewhere in the middle that you guys are saying. Like Louisiana, Alabama, Oklahoma. I feel like all of those are in the middle. Like I'm just gonna say like this is empty. There's nothing here. And it's all there's nothing there. It's all swamps, empty swamp. Do we have fried chicken? Fried chicken can be with the dragons. I don't think that's where Kentucky is actually. That entire area is like 5 states. Can't even get Disney right. Hey, look, I was right about one Disney being in Florida. I'm gonna put it back. Well, my friends lives in the empty area. I mean, they're gonna get swamped. Just make one big area called the collective for the states we forgot. Now, like I said, every state I didn't list does not survive nuclear winter. I'm sorry to all the... This is a accurate map of what happens post Fallout. If some of these seem to be in the incorrect place, that is because after the war, some changes were made to the borders. The empty swamp is uninhabitable now. Not the empty areas, what's often called the Midwest, despite being on the east. Yeah, how? That doesn't make sense. It's on the east side. When we compare to the wheel map, I'll find a wheel map now to look at. Let me check an actual map of the United States. Pull that in. Okay. Okay. So... Okay, I didn't put Washington high enough. I see my... Oh, Oregon is in the... I got Oregon and California right. Ah, let's go. That's 2 of them. That's 2 of them. I actually got... You know, Oregon was a bit of a guess, so I'm actually pretty happy with that. See, like the things with like Nevada, Utah, like I just felt like in the middle somewhere. They should have been more on the left. I was just guessing somewhere in the middle. Arizona, I got right. I'm impressed with that because my whole reason was just Arizona needs to have like a hot area to grow its iced tea. It does seem California is actually bigger. That's true. That's true. I put New Mexico on the wrong side, unfortunately. Oh, Ohio should have been in the empty swamp zone. Wait, I thought Ohio was like hotter. Okay. Okay, but oh, Virginia is in roughly the right area. It just absorbed a couple of other ones. That's good. That's good. Then we got... Well, those are definitely wrong. Most of those in the middle there. I got Texas in roughly the right spot. That's good. That's good. Then Florida, I expanded a little bit, but New York crept a little bit up towards the north, I see now. I didn't know about the ones that were further north than New York. New York is basically the new Maine. Yeah, that's fair. When the climate zones in North America are quite different. That's true, but I know north is colder, south is hotter, right? Dakota's only a few states off, just a couple. Virginia, roughly the right spot. Everything else, not very much, but that's just how nuclear war changes things, you know? I call up New York just shy of where it starts. I was tempted to give New York, like, this much space. Like, hold on. Like, this much space. I should have just given New York the entire dongle in the northeast. Expanded into Georgia, contracted the panhandle, yeah. What's warm is not always intuitive. That's true. Okay, I can try, I know it will count against my becoming American, but I can try to do a European map, and I'm pretty confident I do better on most of Europe. Let me find blank map of Europe. If I grab a blank map of Europe, I think I can get a decent amount of these. It will get a bit fuzzy around the Balkans, but I think I can get a little way in, probably. If you'd written New England rather than New York, it would have been quite accurate. Let's go, it's just one word off. Climates of states around the Great Lakes get weird with icy winters but blistering summers. Oh, I see, I see. Those have borders. It is also easy when you don't have to draw the states and countries. That is also true. Okay, so I think I can do like a bit better on this. I think I can do a bit better. Cash, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Not a straight line in sight. Exactly, exactly. Yeah, if I know about Europe, it takes away from my American points. So I'll have to like, I guess, host a barbecue or something to make up on losing my America points. No borderless Europe map. For the sake of speed and my sanity, I mean, I can try borderless first. It will make it harder, that is true. I mean, I can try doing a borderless one if I can find one. I can try roughly drawing in my own borders. 1 second. Can I... Do I have without borders? Without borders. Okay. Now this will make it a lot harder. Height map? Nah, that's nah. Just draw the entire landmass from memory. Can get about 10 if we divide the UK. I think you're allowed to divide the UK. I think that's permissible. I think that's permissible. Spelling each UK city sounds like the hardest part. Oh, I'm not gonna go capitals or cities. Like that's at that point, like it's already lost. It's been a while since I've done my geography, but I think I can get a decent way through the Balkans even if I like apply myself, I guess. I think I can get a ways in. Like Western Europe will be the easy part because obviously that's the part I know more about. So that's SSST of difficulty. I mean, they actually did make me memorize the capitals when I was younger, but I can't say I still remember them. All the big lakes of Sweden are included. Oh, nice, nice. Okay, easiest one, where's the Netherlands? I mean, that one's easy. That one's like, whoa, there's the Netherlands. I'm gonna have to use a smaller font for this one to fit them all in, I think. Oh, that's too small. You guys won't be able to read it. Oh, that's too big. That it didn't write that right. Typing with one hand is kind of tough. There we go. Just do the 3-letter codes. But I don't know the 3-letter code for every country, though. Well, I can try NL, at least for the ones I know. Sweden and Denmark look more like a monster about to snack on Denmark without the borders. Yeah. It better be exact. No, I'm pretty sure about that one. I might have annexed a little bit of Germany, but that's just because the borders are a little bit thick. Actually, let me like start just drawing a couple in and then we'll put in the names. So like Belgium is around here. I think I do Belgium too big. I'm not going to be super precise. It's a kind of a thick brush. I'm going to put France over here. Then Portugal and Spain down here. Germany like kind of cuts into Denmark, I'm pretty sure. Like down here. Okay, so let's start filling those in real quick. You're here to laugh, not be precise. Exactly, but I'm fairly confident on my like Europe. I think I can get a pretty decent part in. Duitsland is Doy, right? Something like that. Get sail from Netherlands to UK. Yeah, it's quite easy even. Also tiny nations. Oh, I'll just write those on top of there because like somewhere in the middle here is Luxembourg. Lux, and then like I'll put Monaco in later. Spain. Portugal. Is that PR? It's Portugal is what I'm saying. Then the UK. Like switching like roughly like here if we're gonna divide that like there mostly. Seems annexed and part annexed of Poland again. Oh no, like I said, they won't be very precise. Okay. Though it's just like from memory. I can put Denmark over there. England here. Wales over there, I'm pretty sure. Scotland over there, Northern Ireland and Ireland. I'm pretty sure that's roughly England, something like that. Someone move Wales. Did I put Wales too low? Wales is the one I'm like less sure about. Wales might be like up higher. I'm not sure. It's somewhere in there. In the beautiful future, the UK doesn't exist. I want Cornwall. Wait, did I give you guys more or less lands? Well, labeled as Wales is Cornwall. Well, I guess Wales gets to have Cornwall now. San Marino? God, that's like one of those islands. I don't know the islands very well. I mean, I know like down here is Greece. And of course, we've got like Switzerland and Italy. And we can put Monaco in there too. Italy, Switzerland, and then like Monaco is like on this border, I think. It's not an island. Wait, where's San Marino again? Ain't on a vacation place? Anywhere in like the southern part is the vacation place. Australia has been completely erased. No. Austria is like next to Switzerland. It's like over here. Just haven't drawn it in yet. Like, and then I'm pretty sure Liechtenstein is on the Switzerland-Australia border, I think. I'm pretty sure. It's either on the border with Australia or with like France. Could be on the other side. I forget, but it's near Switzerland. Does she know about Fallout London? I don't. Then let me think. So next we have, if we're going Germany, we got Poland. I think Czechia is in the middle there as well. And then if Czechia, it should have Slovakia next to it. And then the rest here, I'll give like to Poland, I think. Like roughly over there, like up there we get the Baltics. So, Poland is like here, I'm pretty sure. Then Czech, Slovakia. And then the Baltics are easy. That's like, I'm pretty sure Estonia on top because that's near Finland. And then Lithuania borders Poland, so then Latvia must be in the middle. Restore the great commonwealth of the past. Oh wait, I forgot about Hungary. Hungary is like somewhere next to Austria. like here, I'm pretty sure. Some of these countries might be getting bigger than they're supposed to be because of my drawing. This texture guide was just super fun. Okay, don't mind that. Don't mind that. And then like the Nordics are kind of easy too. The Nordics are like Finland is like up here, and then like this like Sweden and Norway. Those are easier. Both its Uranian Commonwealth has been resurrected. Sweden, Finland, Norway. What's it again? Lithuania. Oh, that's how you write it in like Dutch. It should be like lit, like with TH actually. Poland is supposed to be the biggest. Like Poland is a big country as I recall. Oh, Ukraine is also very big. Wait, where do I put Ukraine? Is I think next to that. Like Ukraine, I think it's next to Poland, right? So like somewhere like over here, I think is Ukraine. Like it's quite like one of the bigger ones, if I recall. You know the Reds are stable here. Good luck figuring out the Balkans. I got this because okay, so I know Hungary and Romania border each other. So that's like over here. Romania, and I think like on the border we have Moldova. And then on the other border with Romania, we'll have Bulgaria. Let me put Moldova in first. Okay. And then I know that like Romania borders Serbia on at least one side. And there's not many sides left here. So I think like on the other side. This is where it gets a little bit trickier. We do have Greece down here. I know Croatia borders some of the ocean because they have like nice holidaying lands. So Croatia should go down here, I'm pretty sure. And because I know Serbia borders Romania, I think like that fills in. What about Macedonia? I don't know what Macedonia is. Just label them all Yugoslavia. But not the current map. Oh no, like Russia I haven't done yet. Russia is just like big on this side. Like just assume all of this is Russia for now till I fill in other things. Like that's just mostly Russia, just right Yugoslavia. I mean I know that like it's I know like Serbia is here, I think. Like size is not accurate, okay? Don't kill me. I know Macedonia, I just don't remember where it is. Like I think Macedonia it borders Greece, right? So Macedonia would have to be probably like north of Greece, south of Serbia in that case. So probably around here. It has to be bordering. Balkans are the Asian being there located in southeast part. Oh, like that. Oh, Turkey. Turkey is easy because Turkey is like, it's like over here, I'm pretty sure. Like, oh wait, what's the thing? Like Turkey? Turkey. I think something like this. I don't know like all the nation courts. I will select the Soviet Union. No. Macedonian Greece have people of the Persians, so it must be part. That's what I'm thinking. So and then what other ones do we have? Bosnia, which I believe should be between Serbia and Croatia in that case, so probably around here. They want you to write Turkey in English now, and I think most won't care. Oh, I see. So it's actually Turk. So like here, like that. Where's Albania? Ooh, I start sweating. It's like somewhere in this zone too. I'm pretty sure. Like there, I think. Montenegro. Also somewhere in this zone. I think like here. Is that all of them? Did I get all of them? There's part of Russia next to Poland you assigned to Lithuania. Like I said, this is not a very, very accurate map. The borders are just an estimate of where they roughly are, like based on vibe. Sardinia, south of Italy. Sardinia, well, I know Malta is here. Sardinia, is that like one of these parts? I'm not actually sure where Sardinia is. We also have Belarus. Oh, Belarus, I believe, is above Ukraine, right? Or like next to Ukraine. It's like either over here or over here. I think like over here, maybe? I forget. Belarus is actually the one I'm not completely sure about. I know it's like in the area of Ukraine and Russia, or at least close to it. I'm still wearing the cowboy hat. I can just say I'm American. I feel like most of these are roughly accurate though. If I had like a map with the borders, I think I could have filled this out pretty accurately. Hi Leroy, hi. Corsica, which close to Italy, is actually part of France. Oh, I see where Napoleon come from. Surprised you nailed Macedonia. Like I said, like it's, you know, the Balkans are tough, but it's like if you remember which ones like are adjacent to which other ones, you can kind of work it out, because in my brain, like how I do that general zone is like I remember Australia next to Hungary, Hungary next to Romania, Romania next to Serbia, Romania also next to Bulgaria, which is next to Greece, which is also next to Macedonia, and then Serbia is next to Bosnia, which is next to Croatia, and then you fill in the final ones. That's kind of how you do the Balkans. You just have to remember who borders who. Like roughly. Georgia is missing. Ooh, I forgot where Georgia is. Georgia I'm actually not sure about. I think Georgia is like Georgia, Armenia, Azerbaijan. No, those I'm actually less sure about. Can I name one dish per country? Probably not. Probably not. We forgot Kosovo. I think Kosovo is like here, isn't it? Like this zone. This is dangerous. I don't want to start a war. I think that's where Kosovo is. You know, Georgia is the place she gave to Florida. That's so far away. No, where's Armenia? That's part of Russia. It's Kaliningrad. Right, that's Kaliningrad. That's the part that, where's Kosovo? Kosovo, that's south of Serbia, isn't it? I think Kosovo is like here. No, it's coming together. I'm trying to remember which wars things were part of. Okay, I think Kosovo is kind of down here. Cyprus is considered European continent. That's true. I forgot where Cyprus is. Part of Lithuania is Russia. Yeah, I drew the maps. The border's too big. Don't mind that, okay? Don't mind that. The borders are a little bit exaggerated. I'm doing this with a mouse. There's still a Balkan country missing. Which Balkan country did I skip? You? At least I understand your map and now they're pretty close. I couldn't have done it yourself. Andorra? Oh, Andorra, that's like near Spain, right? I think. I assume this map has Kazakhstan. That's like, I don't actually know Kazakhstan. That's like somewhere over here-ish, no? I think. Oh wait, no, Kazakhstan, that one was like close to Russia. Is it like over here-ish? I think. Slovenia or Slovakia? I put Slovakia in. Which does mean I'm missing Slovenia. Slovenia is close to Croatia. And I don't think Slovenia has like sea, so it must be on top of it. Okay, I think this is Slovenia. Because Slovakia is the one that's next to Czech Republic. Here we go. Kazakhstan is like under Russia, very east of Turkey. I see. Don't forget Vatican City. I mean, that one's like in Italy. Somewhere. I forgot which part of Italy. Kazakhstan is not on the map. Well, then don't trick me. Chechnya? I mean, that's like somewhere... Like, I'm too scared to point where that one is. It's like somewhere on the eastern side of things. I'm not actually sure the location. Catalan is near Spain. I think, honestly, I'm fairly confident I did okay on this. I'm gonna grab a map to compare it to. Grab a map to compare it to. Because, like I said, I'm fairly confident with Europe. Okay, let's see. So, like, Western Europe, I did give you guys Wales too much of Cornwall. I got Wales wrong. I did get Wales wrong. But the rest of, like, Western Europe, I think I did pretty well. I accidentally gave Istan back to Greece. Oh, no. Oh, the border between Russia and Greece. I think if I had, like, drawn it in, I would have just, like, placed it, like, on a vibe, like, right there in the middle. Where is Liboland? I don't know. I like the Cornish fudge. Okay, good. Okay, I got Deutschland right. Lich was indeed between Switzerland and Austria. No, it's a little bit more north of Switzerland. I guess I could have placed that better, but I was kind of right. Compared to the Netherlands to mine? Yeah, that's mostly correct. I took a little bit of Germany, but, you know, that's okay. That's fine. Might have we start half a dozen wars. That's because you guys made me draw my own borders. I would have not started any wars if you guys let me do the map that had the borders on it. You know how hard it is to draw the borders yourself? Finland gets the cola, yeah. Lich is like, it's a little bit in the wrong spot, but it's mostly okay. It's still the right vibe, which is important. Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia, Serbia. I at least have them in the right order, it seems. If not, like, necessarily the right borders, but in the right order of, like, you know, ascension. Bulgaria, Romania. I made Romania too small. And I did, Moldova. No, it's on the border with, like, close, it's near Ukraine. I thought it was, like, near Hungary. I did put Moldova in the wrong place. That's my bad. Ukraine and Belarus are too small, but they're in roughly the right area, so I'll count that as a win. I'll still count that as a win. Hey, Excalibur, hey. Was my idea from the beginning, using the world borders cheating. I was gonna do it with the borders for Europe. You guys talked me out of it. Thank you, Napoleon Total War, for the Europe map lore. Actually, is Kazakhstan on the map? Just a little bit, yeah. Like, I guess only, like, this area gets to be Kazakhstan. That's fair. And then, like, somewhere around here is the border for that. Okay. Like, something like this, you know, very, very rough borders. Like the first way Europe was bonus used to be in process of reviving the Commonwealth. Did I make Lithuanian that small? I see. Poland might be a little bit bigger. That he took parts of Ukraine, I think. Georgia isn't there. Wait, where was Georgia supposed to be? Is Georgia a part of Western Asia? Oh, so it's not like listed here? I see, I see. The Russian region that borders with Lithuania is called Kaliningrad Oblast. I have heard that before. But yeah, like looking at me getting most of them roughly right, I'm confident that had I had the blank map, I would have gotten most of them correct. At least the majority with the ones with the borders. So I know that does count against my Americanness, but Georgia's on the east side of Black Sea. I see. It's between Turkey and Russia. Makes sense. I don't really know Georgia that well. But yeah, I guess that's the tests. You guys told me to do it at some point, so I guess I finally have. I have much to learn about being American, but it's time for Asia. I don't think I do very well in Asia. I think I do pretty poorly on Asia. I get a couple of them, but Europe is the only one I'm somewhat like confident about. Now name the countries in the blind Australia continent map. Oh god, I could point Australia, but not any of your states. Like I'll just like Australia. And then the middle is all here be dragons, and that's all I know. And then Sydney is somewhere among it. Get a good gate for Europe. The USA, on the other hand, I don't know enough about the USA. You know, I only have like vague ideas about the USA. Very, very vague ideas. You know, I've only ever been once, and that was like on a guided tour. I didn't get to look around. It was only in like one spot that I actually didn't mark correctly on the map. But hi Nasu, welcome in. I'm playing one of the pre-Bethesda games. I am. I just went through the entire manual, and I did my American test. I would have done better if I did one of the outlines of the states and not the names. I probably would have done a little bit better if I didn't have to draw the outlines myself. Time to do American Truck Simulator. What about the map of Azeroth? Wouldn't do very well on it either. What I can do is if I look real quick, like American knowledge test. Like trivia, general knowledge on the United States of America. Okay, well this one comes with the answers. That's not useful. I need one without the answers. Got out the continents of Pangaea. I would manage to do that much, I think. Doing this with medieval or Renaissance era Europe, I am afraid I'd start a war. General quiz on everything America. Okay. I'll use this as my American citizenship test. And I might bomb it, but does Ars Magica have a map? But yeah, it does. But Ars Magica is based on the real world, so the real world medieval, world is Ars Magica. Blind Japan Sengoku Air Daimyo map. I might actually do better than with the American map. Next time, hi. Likely learn to be American if you cooked potato because the plant is from there. But 1 second. So now I've got the ultimate test. If I can pass this, you guys have to let me cook you a hot dog. And I'm allowed to take one of your bald eagles, and I'm allowed to take it home and pet its head or something. Okay, so pretty sure that's 50 states. Oh, start the quiz. Oh, well, it's a different quiz. Monument Valley? That one's harder than 50 states. Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on, they're switching it out. Monument Valley, Arizona. Submit. Yeah. That seems like Arizona is hot. So that makes sense. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Wait. Hey, go. Don't do that. Sentient Fate. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Where's the state of Ohio? I sleep. Kingdom of Ezo. Real shit. Exactly. Is there a mountain in America with a big green bunk carved into it? This one, clearly. We'd be honored to have as one of your citizenships. Okay, next. Let's see. Highest mountain is... These are fake mountains. You guys are making this up. I have not heard of a single one of these mountains. This... what? I know America has mountains, but I haven't heard of any of these. These are fake. Whitney sounds like she's tall. Oh, Denali? No! Oh, good. No! Okay, well, this one's in Alaska. But does it... Wait, Mount McKinley? I knew Mount McKinley. I've heard that name before. I didn't know it well, but at least I heard of the name. I didn't know Denali. Hiya, Casey. Hi. Oh, man, if it was McKinley, I might have voted for it. Our mountains are peak. They're too high. I can't find them. Okay. The U.S. Well, all of these were presidents. That is true. That is true. All of these are presidents. I don't know which year. Is this a picture of him? I can't recognize it on the picture. Let me think. Reagan. No, Jimmy Carter. We can get a 50-50, it seems. Oh man. Okay, is this what Jimmy Carter looks like? Is this what he looks like? Would have picked Reagan too. I'm not alone. Okay, next one. Let's start. Okay, Everglades. I've heard of these. Florida Everglades. California Everglades. Georgia Everglades? Alabama. It's not Alabama. Alabama doesn't sound right. I think sounds like Florida or California. Yeah, I knew it. I've heard of Everglades before. I was trying to do like the memory association, which one it combos with. Him and Reagan are basically opposites. I see. That's a Jimmy face. Gotcha. Okay, so that's two, right? Alabama only goes sweet home. The biggest state is Alaska, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Texas is pretty big, but I'm pretty sure Alaska was the big one. Can we make a Joe a citizen of Tampa, Florida? You're guessing wrong on Reagan, you guessed wrong for the president and the movie star. I don't know movie stars very well. I don't really know actors. Okay. Which of the following amendments? 13. Yeah, that was a guess. I have no idea. That was a pure guess. Manhattan was bought from Indians by... Did the Netherlands have Manhattan? Like, I know the Netherlands had New York, and Manhattan is close to New York. So, like, probably the Netherlands, right? Yeah. Because the Netherlands had New York, yeah. Give me your most American meow. Meow! Oh, I know, it's the Second Amendment. Me too. That's the one about guns. Okay. Netherlands mentioned. I got this because I know Netherlands at New York. Mount Rushmore Monument is in Rushmore, Nevada. Oh, South Dakota. Dang. Other mountains is about buns though. Number 6 probably. Is that near the president's house? I don't know. Manhattan, Netherlands, that goes to relate to New York. It's true. It was like the Dutch city, that big one. Okay. And that was not the right one. The US is federal neutral. 50. That one's easy. Come on, can I get above 50%? Mount Johomore. Need to activate the red every time you get a question. Most recent state to join. Canada. Oh, all of these sound plausible. Probably Puerto Rico though, right? That one seems... Oh, Hawaii? Oh. Okay. Oh, Hawaii is the 50th state. And before it was Alaska. Oh, I see. Oh, Puerto Rico is a territory. It's not a state. Oh. I've I didn't realize. It's a territory. Okay, it doesn't count as a state. That makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, right, because Alaska and Hawaii. Oh, yeah. It's not a state. Not a state. Okay, okay. The laws are the same, different in every state, right? Yeah, different in every state. Where is New Amsterdam? It doesn't exist anymore, right? New York was once New Amsterdam. Why they changed it, I can say. They just liked it better that way. The rainbows were that giveaway since Hawaii is known for its rainbows. The rainbow state. That makes sense. That makes sense. Majority of population of mainland US lives in on east and west coast, right? Yeah, it's like the two of them, and then there's less of it in the middle. Is what I understand. Okay, I hit 50%. Let's go. I can still get a passing grade. 60% is what we're going for, right? Washington was Walt Disney. Washington was the first president. I got that. Where's Old Amsterdam? In the Netherlands. Need 60% for a D. I got this. President Kennedy was... I don't know where he was assassinated, actually. Dallas. That sounded right. That sounded right to me. Okay, can I get a 70 for a C? Can I get a 70? Okay, President of USA lives on... White House Road? Washington Square? Washington Square sounds right, but... White House Road, I mean, it's like the White House at Pennsylvania. I don't know. Oh, Pennsylvania Avenue. I see. Its location. Oh, okay. Where to assassinate Nixon, it would have been in Dallas. That made sense to me. Yeah, that does make sense to me. Okay, longest river. It's gotta be the Mississippi, right? That's the one people always talk about. But all of the other ones sound kind of big too. All the other ones sound kind of long as well. It could be the Yukon. I feel that's a big one too, like probably. But Mississippi is like the famous one, right? So I feel like it's the Mississippi or the Yukon. Oh, it's the Missouri! Oh, the Missouri. No. Is pizza a vegetable or not? Pizza is definitely a vegetable. It has tomatoes on it. Which aren't a vegetable, they're a fruit. Rio Grande is false advertising. Washington DC did not become the US capital until later on. Earlier New York was the capital. I see. Gotcha. Well, that's still a passing grade. So, yeehaw! I am now an American. I'm a certified American. I got the certificate of achievement on the general quiz of everything about the USA. Can we have a Sengoku map? I can try a Sengoku map, but I'm not sure how well I'll do. Let me grab the map of the Sengoku era. Please let me use the borders for this one, though. I don't think I can draw my own borders on Sengoku era map. Thank goodness the Dutch is something at some point to cement it, right? Didn't know getting American citizenship was that easy. I know, right? I know. It's quite simple when you think about it. Actually, can I find a blank Sengoku era map? Oh, I might actually have to draw in the borders myself because there's no blank map for that, is there? Oh boy. Okay, here we go. Does mean I'm now seeing at the USS A strike zone? Yeah, I already do that at midnight. Okay, let me open up again. Okay, I guess I'm focused into making my own borders, which will make things a little trickier than I was hoping for, but I'll do my best. You know, the thing with Sengoku era, it does change a lot from year to year, even within the same era. So I guess I'll just like generally speaking, which warlord are we conquering for? Always the Uesugi, obviously. Just grab a map from once. Forget Doctors Without Borders. Here comes Bunny with School Borders. The start of Oda. Right at the beginning. Right at the beginning is harder than later on because they still have like so much shit bordering around them for a while. I believe I can unify all of Japan. I mean, in that case, I just like dump like Oda like all over the place. The more the merrier. I mean, I probably can't fill in all of them, but I can like what's here? Can do like a rough general vibe kind of map, if that's permissible. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay. So we're kind of ignoring the top there because we're talking Sengoku Japan. So like, easy start is like Nanbu, like roughly over here. Kind of hard to get when it's in the middle of actively going on. Exactly. It's like constantly changing borders, so it's a little bit hard to figure it out. And then if we're moving downwards, if we're working down, like that day is like roughly over here. Then like Ashina would be bothering that. Roughly down there. Hi, Ed. Hey. If we're talking that, then like Okami, roughly over here. I look which map has more Saba to catch is a valuable fish. That's true. Saba is useful. Whoever the Silent sided with this week. This is a very, very rough one. Well, I guess like then we've got like the major powers in like this general area. Like if we're just gonna roughly divide this up, we can do like Hojo, Takeda, and I'm gonna like give Uesugi like as much land as possible because I'm biased. Even though some of that should belong to the Takeda, but not when I'm playing the Uesugi. Then it's all mine, baby. Then it belongs to me. Takeda over here. Flashes with my Shogun 2 and once playthrough. Exactly. So, and then if we're going leftwards, we've got Takeda, Tokugawa. I gave Takeda too much of the Tokugawa area. Hold on, Tokugawa is like more over here. I to compensate for the part Uesugi was taking, I gave Takeda a bit. Well, now Takeda is like two. I did not draw these borders well. Once again, this is kind of vibe based. Takeda is too big. Takeda should always be smaller. That's true. Allow the extra land since you gave more land to Poland. Tokugawa is the native name. Fine, Matsudaira. Is that what you want to hear? Here. Nerd. You are right though. I'm sorry. You are right to correct me. It should be Matsudaira. You are correct. Okay. Then we're gonna start hitting the Oda. Depending on the area, the Oda is like all over the goddamn place. But let's not give the Oda too much credit for now. Let's just put them in their own little corner for a little bit. Like roughly around here. Like giving them too much area here. But like I said, kind of depends on like when you're looking at anyway. So we started with Document Night Owls who become the Elder Legendary Egg. And then like we've got Asakura and Asai like on top of there roughly, like over here. Here we go, Asakura. And then Asai, that's kind of here. Allowance retracted for giving the Oda more land. Look, the Oda has a lot more land than I'm giving Oda right now, depending on the area. But if we're talking early Oda, it's, to be in all fairness, should be a lot smaller. Like should be like more like this, and like taking away some of this. But hey, you're scratching away. The central map is chock full of fractions. It's gonna be hard. Like I'm gonna skip most of the like. You guys see this zone? there's like too much going on here. There's like too much going on there, you guys. I'm not gonna be able to draw those borders. The Ninja Boys in the Hill. Which one is the yokai faction? That's a good question. I mean, for now, I'll just put like the Mori and the Amago where they're supposed to go. And then, oh, Shimazu. We got a request for Shimazu. Shimazu is like the most southern one. You know, nice, like over here in their own little corner. Shimazu. I'm back from dinner. Borders that change while you're drawing them. It's not worth drawing the borders in this zone because they'll already be changed by the time you finish drawing them. I gave Azai too much land. Now I think of them, but that's fine. That's fine. I picked up some food for you and your brother. Nice. Oh wait, no, some KFC. That is food. Sorry, I misread it for a second. Then who am I still missing? I guess I should probably add in the Miyoshi while I'm at it, who are like kind of over here. Like roughly. Is Miyagi somewhere in the south? The place looks like the Hawaii of Japan. There you go. How's you been? So Fallout? Where's the Fallout? I already finished the Fallout for tonight. I'm sorry. And then the Otomo. That's kind of what I got from the top of my head. Christian page. Hold on. I'm trying to remember like anything else I'm forgetting. Let me catch up with you guys' messages, but you know, the rest don't matter as much because they changed it quickly. Should I put the site? I guess like if we're gonna be thorough, I should probably put the it depends on. I could put like the Iki in there, but you missed a big clan. Which clan did I miss? The Saito? I mean, the Saito are like there by the Azai, depending on the era you're thinking of. Like just kind of roughly that zone is. Who else am I missing? Trying to go from the top of my head here. Like any other major ones that I am probably missing several actually, but on the top of my head, the ones I care about are on there. Like if you're talking about the Saito, like just put them like where the Azai are roughly right now. Are you making Fallout Japan? Yeah, pretty much. What are you doing? I was asked to do like a Sengoku era map. I'm definitely missing a couple of them. I didn't know Fallout London. There is a Fallout London. I guess. Wait, are you meaning the Ito? I guess the Ito are still there too. Like Uesugi is there. Yeah, exactly. As long as Uesugi is there, it's fine. Maybe Main is there. Maybe I should go to educational content. Is this educational enough? I mean, you know, anything I'm getting wrong, you know, it was probably right at some point when, you know, well, the borders were shifting. But okay, I guess I feel I'm roughly right here, except for the borders. The borders are too overblown, but you love it with orange? I don't have enough brain tonight to take the hint. You mix the flavor. Where's the Joe clan? Oh, Uesugi. Uesugi is my clan. Uesugi is always and ever and forever my clan. It's where my loyalties lie. Where's the Hidden Leaf Village? I guess like Iga, which would be like, if you're looking at the current map, Iga is, well, it's kind of like under where I put the Oda, I'm pretty sure. Or like roughly where I give like the Iga territory, mostly to Oda, I think, over here. Like some of it should be art category. Oh wait, I did forget the Imagawa. Oh shit, I did forget the Imagawa, one of the big major powers as well. The Hojo will be happy about that, the fact that I didn't add in the Imagawa. Well, that's embarrassing. Well, depending on the era, the Imagawa didn't last. They kind of do get replaced with the Matsudaira at some point. So, like, just assume this is after the Imagawa are gone. Looked at the Uesugi Kenshin and Warriors. Like, is out with the blue cape. It's cool. It's very cool. I like that one too. I gotta sleep tight. Have sleep bunny dreams. I miss 2 clans. I'm trying to do it from the top of my head. Is what I meant when I meant more sometimes arts. This is where I won't have to worry about causing any wars. That's true, they already happened. Gotta go, have a good rest of your day. Thank you for coming by. I will be playing Fallout and... Oh, Stalker. I have been asked to play Stalker. I think it's on the list at some point. Let me... Which other clans am I missing? Which other clans am... Oh, I'm probably missing something really obvious. Embarrassing. It's okay. I did. Well, the Iko like assume they're like on top there by where the Takeda, between the Takeda, Uesugi, and Asakura. If we're counting the monk faction, the Saito is like also like next left of the Takeda. I did forget about the Saito. It's the best art we could realistically get. I can still use my right hand. It's just like a little bit slower, a little bit more tedious. So it's great. The tactical suits are... Oh, but I need 2 hands. In that case, I can't do it anytime soon. Okay, I concede. I give up. This is all I'm gonna get. How close was I? I feel like I got pretty close still. I feel like I did fairly well. Of like, approximate area. I missed Chokosawa. I did. Oh no. Right next to Miyoshi. I did. That is a big one to miss. That is right. Oh no. The thing is, they're so far away from the Uesugi. Like, that's so late game. I barely think about them most of the time. When I play my... More like Dokosabe. When I play my Nobunaga's Ambition, it's more like, this part is Uesugi. And then by the time you're in the end game, it's like the rest of it is like either Oda, Mori, or Takeda. By the time I'm done with it and the end game, it's just the big names that are left over. Depending on how well they do, it tends to be Mori or Oda or Takeda that's like left over by the end. So Oda often goes pretty fast if you're fighting him. So yeah. That's definitely the map. With that, I think I probably should wrap up the stream. So I guess the red is turning on, the green bun is turning off. And we'll probably just wrap it up there. Thank you all so much for coming today, keeping me company for this slightly weird extended stream. Starting at an odd time. Well, not checking the spice. I already looked at a lot of it, and I can't like take a very long time looking at it tonight because like I do still have to go back to the old palace, you guys. And I know some people were still finishing it up, so I want to give them some more time too. Thanks for streaming today. Be careful on my way back. Thank you. I'll be careful. Hope you recover soon. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, everybody. And I guess next stream, I'm not sure when exactly. I'll just keep you guys up to date as per usual. I'll probably play some Fallout at some point. I'll try not to fall on my way home. I'll watch out for more Bone Lord traps. I'll make sure to not drop my big bag of bones and break any extra, hopefully. And I'll see you next time. Thank you all for coming. To all the lurkers, thank you for lurking. And if you're watching the vlog, thank you for watching. Bye 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 bye. Bye bye.